Hello and welcome. Welcome in, everybody. If anybody's up this late at night, this is a very late reading. I almost didn't do it. Just felt like it was just going to be too late to do. See if anybody comes in. Oh, I changed the background, so there you all go. It was time to change the background. I needed something different. The lion's been back there for too long, so I was like, you know what, time to let that one go. Oh, I remember these cards. These cards like to slip out of your hands. On your way in, please remember to hit the like button. While we wait for people to say hello and see that we're active and live, I've made a little thing, but I don't know how well you guys will hear it. Can you hear me okay? Because I can't hear anything right now. I never like to listen to what the hell's being said. I like to know that it's working, though. Let's see if I can find it. And hopefully I don't get a strike for this. I could. Oh, well. Here, I'll play it for you guys. I'll put my phone right next to it. Maybe you'll hear that. Maybe you won't. Let's go with, where's the play button? I don't think it's going to work because my headphones are attached. No, it's not. All right, so give me 1 second. All right. I'll put it like that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I don't think the sound's up. It should be. Hello. Welcome in, ladies.
Hey, how you doing, love mama? Let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something that you might like to hear. Got a six ass body.
Anybody know that song? Or if you could hear it. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I just figured I'd start like that. Totally fucked that up, though. Totally screwed that up. I was going to start the video like that, but it took a long time. No, it took a minute to do that and get that right. And then the camera and all that. A little bit longer than expected. Anyways, welcome in. Here we go. All right. I'll start in a second. I'll shuffle for a minute. Then we'll go from there. Hopefully this will unlock some future messages for you. Balance? That's fucking creepy. Balance and transformation. I gotta open the video so I can see how well you guys can see these tarot cards. It might be too bright because these are really shiny. So I'm gonna take a peek real quick. And if I do that, that'll probably help. Yeah, I think that helped. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna go in order. It's just simple, just easy. Oh my god, these cards are like waterproof, so I like that, but they're mad flimsy. This is probably the deck. I have a bunch of styles like this. It's probably the one I didn't want to grab. Should I grab a different one? I know it's over there somewhere. I could just change it completely. I'm gonna, because this is gonna drive me nuts through the reading. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. These ones, though, I think you'll be able to see better, but I think these ones make my hands black. Oh, well. These are waterproof too, but they're, yeah, I'm going to go with these. I haven't used these in a minute, so let's do it. Some future messages for the zodiac sign of Aries. We're going to start with Aries. Yes, correct. Show me some future messages for the zodiac sign of Aries. Some future messages. What do you want to tell them? Friends, relationships, life, whatever it's got to show. Let's see what you got. Aries. That was interesting. Let's see what you get. Now it's upright. Let's go with that. Aries. Show me some future messages for the zodiac sign of Aries. First one jumped over my hand. 5 of Cups. Upright. I'll show you the cards in a minute. Oh, wow. You're starting with that one, definitely. Wow. I mean, this may just be very specific for you, Aries, but this is like, you're just over it. Oh my God, are you just over relationships? Some of you it's friends, some of you it could be love situations, but the way it definitely could be love or just the pouring the emotions into it. Like it drains you. Why does it come out like it drains you? You start with the 5 of Cups. You go to not wanting to. Now, I don't feel like you feel guarded with that Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like you come off like I just don't want to put work into this shit right now. Like I'm over this bullshit. The Ace of Swords, I already know that about the situation, kind of is where you stand or how you feel. You have the King of Cups reversed, and then the 5 of Swords. I almost feel like emotionally, some of you may feel emotionally at a distance with finding out, like finding the person that of your dreams or the situation of your dreams is what I get. But I also get some of you also feel like it's just emotionally too much to deal with. Like I feel tired looking at this sitting here like this. Hold on, clarify the last two. 9 of Swords. So at times you may have been, you were in your head about this. This tells me you were in your head about this. This tells me you were in your head about the 9 of Swords and the Lovers. Love situations. You were stuck. The Hangman, you were stuck. It was like dangling from the tree or just sitting under the tree, kind of. You also have the energy with this 5 of Swords. I was picking up with this. Some of you kind of this. I don't usually get this with this, but you kind of accepted it. You give me like I've accepted this shit. Not wanting to give it another shot or not moving towards it, like trying not to worry about it kind of energy with these two. Here we go. Show me something for Aries. Seven of Swords, Justice, Knight of Swords. You definitely come off like you could have been conflicted in the recent past with either an air sign, fire sign, definitely air sign, fire sign, maybe the water sign because it was the first card out. But hold on. Let's see what's here. Show me something about the future for Aries. The Emperor, you came out upright. Holy shit. Let's see what this has to say. Show me a message for Aries in the future message. What do we have for you? I want to see what you got. Okay, you got 2. You'll be slow. You'll move slow. It tells me right off the bat, Aries will move slow with any decision making. Like you'll stay busy on your own for a while. That's going to be definitely with that. You have the you have the 10 of Wands, not wanting to deal with anybody's burdens, basically focusing on things that make you happy. I think I've already read this for you. Make you happy. I feel like this is a repeat message. Here we go. Show me something for Aries. You have the 7 of Wands. You don't feel guarded. You don't give me like I feel guarded, or you give me like I've acknowledged this energy with this card. Like I already know this. Some of you may find yourself either in your vehicle a lot or traveling more, doing more, getting out more as well. Show me something for Aries. If it takes your peace, you're going to step out of it, or you've already made up your mind on that. Some of you have already been through that. Some of you, if it happens again, you already know that you're not going to sit there and deal with that. You're like, nope, 4 swords, I'll remove it. I'm not going to let, especially if it's a love situation. 2 of Cups reversed, you're okay with knowing. You give me that, like, I'm okay all by myself energy. That 5 of Cups energy with a Knight of Wands, not really playing with love situations right now. 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you want to build towards change. You're just confused on what direction to move towards with the 6 of Swords in reverse. The 10 of Swords is in reverse in the world. So you're going to make commitments and meet people, but you're going to feel a little estranged from it, or you'll be careful. You give me like you'll be estranged for or very careful with who you step towards or what you fucking trust, or who you fucking trust is how you show up. Show me anything else for Aries. So that just tells me you've had a lot of disruptions, a lot of complications with lovers or friendships, straight up. Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. 6 of... Why is it like that? This just makes me feel like it's gone on for a long time. The high priestess makes me feel like the ace of wands. You're it's almost like you feel like I know that I'm better off not focus on situations that are going to upset me with the six of cups energy. You have the emperor, I mean, excuse me, the empress with the ace of pentacles. We're going to clarify that for you. Show me something for Aries that they need to see off the ace of pentacles and the empress. Five of pentacles. You may feel at a distance with going towards situations. And the only way I feel like you're going to trust situations or go towards them is if you really feel like it's manifesting correctly, or it's something about trust. I get trustworthy energy. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll build with it. Then you would build with it. Otherwise, you're good on your own, Aries. Aries is already like, yep. You gotta have 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door type energies. How you're showing up for me. You also, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna do this. Some of you may have recognized that most relationships were more like friends with benefits or sexual encounters, like basically lusty over like love situations. They didn't really go the distance. They may have in the past for some of you, but they haven't as of recent, or they don't exist, is what I get for some of y'all. What the hell? You have that 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. It tells me right now, it tells me you're trying to figure out what you're going to work with or who you're going to work with next. Is that towards love? Yes or no? I don't know what that's towards. Let's see what's it. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's upright. That's towards love. Eight of Wands is you not knowing what direction or who to go towards. It's in reverse. Go to the bottom. Eight of Cups. You're kind of, you feel like you missed the opportunity or the boat, or they did with you. That's your message so far, Aries. It's coming out like you're aware of this. Let me see what else I can get for you real quick. I do think these are the ones that make my hand black. I make my hands black, these cards, when I shuffle them. I'll let you know. They're not black yet, but I'll find out in a minute. Wait a minute. I had another deck over here. Oh, I put my cigarettes on it. We're going to use this for you and see if I can get something else. Anything else for Aries? Any other messages for Aries? It's good if you read the Bible. I mean, if you read the Bible and you watch me, it's pretty good. Hopefully you're here for good reason and good intent. A lot of people that read the Bible say this is really bad. This is really bad. And it's like, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know what I'm saying? So you can't knock other people's opinion. You just got to kind of accept it and keep going. Let's see. Show me a message for Aries. Any future message. Success will be something you really focus on. Foundations and success. I feel like that's going to be something you stay strongly connected to. Very strongly connected to. Show me more for Aries. Future message. Any future message that needs to show up for them. That would help them. That's what I want to see. Okay. You may not be doing it alone. Hold on. Let's see where this goes. Hold on. I'm not going to say much until I see what comes out. Ooh, why is that here? So far, they're all upright. Some of you, it's trying to tell me you'll be very passionate about success, building, basically staying either like kind of like busy or making a lot of money. Some of you could start a new business, I'm seeing as well. Others of you, clarify these two over here. Clarify the other side. Let's see what you get. Some of you guys, it's about releasing stress, anxiety. I don't feel like it's about regrets with you, though. You don't give me it's with regrets. It's about like anything that kind of feels stuck or like you weren't able to trust. I feel like the Empress is looking square at it. Like you just got to let it go kind of energy. You can't stay there. Emotionally, it's not good. And you know that. You have the King of Cups and the Hermit next. Make the decision to remove it. Some of you come off kind of a little guarded, it's telling me, but you're ready to move towards victories. You don't like feeling kind of stuck or in limbo. And if you have been stuck or in limbo with people, I don't think you're going to stay that way. You're not, because you're next. You're not. You hear me, Aries? I don't think you will, especially in love situations. It may not pertain to you as strongly if you're heartbroken over a situation. That might take more time, before you're done being upset, okay? This is the key, though. This is the key. If you like, you've got to put work into the situation. If you don't, and you just look at the situation but don't put work in it, don't take the movement towards it, you won't have the celebration. You know what I mean? If you stay silent and if you don't really try to go towards that, ain't nothing changing for you. So it tells me you're trying to move out of chaos energy, or you've already established that. A lot of you have already established that connection. Basically, kind of changed your circle, changed your situation, or just got out of situations or moved away. I get like a moved away from people energy, female or male energy. And now it's like, where am I going? And why am I going kind of energy for you. Haven't really explored heavily on your options, but you've been trying to stay out of your head. Probably not even trying to focus on options. Definitely not love options, it's saying. Definitely not fucking love options right now. There's like, fuck that shit. When it comes to celebrations, you're not having that right now. You're like, nope, don't want to feel it, don't want to think about it. I don't hear, I don't see, I'm blind kind of energy. The Wheel of Fortune, we're not doing that. You know this about yourself. You're wanting to create balance, and you're in a figure it out mode. Figure it out. Aries wants to figure out what to do next. That's going to be like strong security for them. Fortune, not only strength, you have the strength card in reverse. Clarify that. What is here that they need to see? What's going to easily make you not feel like you have to focus on things that bring you backwards or make you feel like you've already experienced it. That's why you'll probably stay very goal-oriented. That's why you've probably stayed kind of at a distance from situations, especially if it made you feel like it was playing with your emotions. Look at the next card. Fucking with your emotions, like a lot. This is the message I have for you. I would tell you it's going to be good for you to trust. Trust what? The High Priestess. Let's see what the tarot tells you instead of what I'll tell you. New beginnings. It may take a while before you open up emotionally or start allowing that in for whoever needs to hear that. All right. That's what I have for the zodiac sign of Aries. I think the second message was more in your shit than the first, but maybe if you want to comment the first cards were better, comment the first cards were better. If you want to say the second cards were better, say the second cards were better. If you think it sucked, you could say it sucked. Whatever. It's all good. All right. Welcome in. Thank you all for being here. I can't believe there's 50 people in here. It's after 11 o'clock at night. Thank you for coming in. That's great. I was like, if I get a couple, I get a couple. Not a big deal. And I was like, I'm going to be tired as hell because I'm going to bed late tonight, obviously. Hope everybody had a good day. If you're new to the channel, I do smoke. And you got to probably read like the raw and unfiltered messages is not no joke. I just say what I feel. All right. Okay. Taurus. Here we go. Taurus. Thank you, Jess. I read your comment. Taurus. On the East Coast, it's late. I mean, it's like what? 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock in the West Coast. In parts of it. 9 o'clock in other parts. Midwest, you probably want to say. Here we go. Taurus. I got to shuffle more. I don't feel right. I can't give you two. It's not enough. It's not enough. I'm trying to like casually drink my Red Bull so I don't run out of. I've got backup, but still. I'll give it to you. That'll be last. And this will be first. How many are there? It's still doing this to me. Show me all of them besides the Six of Swords showed me the back. It's been doing this to me for a while. Like you can wait for the message just like they have to. Okay, so you could be feeling very creative at this time or wanting to become more creative. That's in the third position. Some of you are looking to utilize more resources or establish more with that energy, is what I see. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Celestial Weaver in reverse, number 3, the Page of Swords reversed, and the Six of Swords. You may not be telling anybody about your plans or what you're going to do next. You also make me feel like you're trying to expand on what you're like, what's going to work for you. That makes me feel like, how can I expand on what's going to work for me? Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. What can I play with that'll work? That'll be like, that'll be very, very profitable or work out. Whether it's like a going in business for yourself or going into another business, or entering like adding a career or something like that. Some of you could be something as simple as a hobby. Let's keep going. Show me something for Taurus. You're going to work at this. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles right under it, both upright. Holy shit. Whatever it is, you're going to, I don't know if you've already started planning or it's just like the wheel's starting to spin, or I feel like you've been holding back on really figuring it out. And that's the next best thing for you, is to kind of put a little more work there. Here we go. Anything for Taurus. You have the World in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Swords reversed. Why? I mean, excuse me, upright. What's next? Eight of Pentacles. So you're trying really hard to focus on what's going to work for you, what you can adapt to. I do get, like, if you were like an adjustable wrench, it's easy. You're easy to adjust to shit. But what I'm seeing is you may be struggling to figure out what's the next best move, plan. You may be struggling to know what's going to work and what's not with that kind of energy right here. You have that Queen of Pentacles reverse. You don't come off stressed out about that, the World card, about things not moving in the direction. I feel like if they were moving slow, you kind of released worrying about that. That gives me like, I don't worry about it energy. I gave up on worrying about like situations. I wouldn't be surprised if that pertains to love relationships or trying to add more to the table financially. Here we go. Anything for Taurus. Yo, take risks. The Fool card is upright. Or maybe you're supposed to. I'm going to tell you, you're supposed to. Holy shit. You got the Fool and the King of Pentacles together. Something tells me the risk is going to be worth the reward for you, Taurus. Something about the risk will be worth the reward. We'll clarify anything you can for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Three of Wands. Just move. Just go in that direction. What? You have this stop letting things distract you energy. So I don't know why I want to say for the women. I like more than the guys. I feel like the guys, it's like, get off your ass and stop procrastinating. You know, get your fat ass off the couch. You know what I'm saying? Kind of energy. Even if you got a little tiny asses, whatever. But like, get your little ass off the couch. But like with the women, it's just, it's like you're not focused on distractions anymore. And you know that? What? The Chariot. Why is the Chariot upright for Taurus? You're not stuck up in your head. Ace of Swords, you have truth and clarity on what? What does Taurus have truth and clarity on? What is the message? Whatever needs to show. Oh, you got. I'm gonna give these to you too, because they tried to slide out halfway out as I put it down. The Magician. You have truth and clarity on your abilities, your talents, and your skills. I really like this, Taurus. I really fucking like this. It's almost like saying you know who the fuck you are. That's what it's telling me for you, Taurus. What the hell? The Phoenix rising, the Six of Wands. You just haven't figured out what's going to make you what's going to work with you. Some of you give me that energy where it's like you want that abundant energy, whether you have the partner, don't have the partner, and you want to be able to go on like a lot of vacations or travel. I don't know why I feel that about you, but I'm picking something up like that. The Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Six of Cups. You may have had relationships that you knew that weren't going to work, or that you just knew you had to let go of, or not let it bother you. That's what this is kind of telling me. Like you've learned through the experience with that Six of Cups energy in reverse. Do I think it stopped you? Eight of Wands energy upright? Absolutely not. Two of Pentacles. You may have made decisions. Look at the next card. Not to get stuck in that energy. The Hangman reversed. I feel like that's what you decided. Here we go. Anything else for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Ace of Cups reversed, the Sun reversed, and this one that I can't see, the Tower. So you've released any emotional baggage or any damaging relationships or manipulating relationships, is what it tells me. They weren't making you happy, or they weren't showing up emotionally for you, or giving into it the way you were going to give into it. It wasn't really producing the way Taurus want. It's like, if it's not going to represent me the way I represent it, I don't want it. And I feel like you're aware of that, and you're more focused on waiting for change. Two of Wands, you've probably already made up your mind. Emotionally recognize situations that if they don't work, that you can wait till the transition happens, is how this comes out. Because you have that Nine of Pentacles, kind of just doing your own thing. Uh, slow with love situations, waiting for them to transform into something that's probably worthwhile. Go to the bottom. Two of Swords. That's kind of what's your mindset is what it's telling me. 10 of Wands. You may have had a lot of setbacks. 10 of Pentacles reversed. King of is that the Swords? You may have been blocked, or you may have blocked people too, is what it tells me. You may have been blocked, or people may have blocked you. Whatever happened there. Knight of Swords. Two of Cups. Queen of Cups. Some of you also may have felt like you dealt with somebody who really was just playing around emotionally, or wasn't emotionally on your level, is what it says. The Empress reversed. You don't stress about that anymore. 4 of Wands. You may stay at home a lot at this point. It's telling me as well, versus going out or letting things make you feel put out. You have 5-5 there. That's you kind of change in 4 and 5. Excuse me. The Moon. Clarify it. 9 of Wands. You don't come off like you don't want to go out and have fun. Well, you may do that to others. They may view you that way, but it's not really that. You're just like, I could do something. Like you almost give me like you make excuses for situations. Whether it's like you could go out, not even try to look for something like outside of yourself, like relationship wise. You may have turned them down though, like with friends and shit. Wise. High Priestess. The Hermit, because that's how you felt or what you trusted to do. Could have been over a situation that did have you upset that you have released as well for you, Taurus. All right. 4 of Swords. You may have had a lot of thought on it until emotionally you recognized, you know what, I'd rather look towards new beginnings than feel like confused or lost or stuck or emotionally abandoned or manipulated. Either you were in a third party or dealing with 1 or 2 people, or they were, is what it's also telling me for you, Taurus. Something like that in your recent past. Let's keep going. Let's go to the other tarot and see what you get. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Remember to hit that like button on your way in. I kind of put my cigarette down and let it burn out. I should relight that, and I just may. All right. Get these out of the way. Have a little bit of Red Bull. Yeah. All right, here we go. Show me a message for the zodiac sign of Taurus. What do we got for Taurus? What do you want to tell them? Oh, you want to know what the shirt says. Some of y'all may want to know. Some of you may not care. Die with memories, not dreams. All right. Here we go. Any other messages for Taurus? Try to aim this towards what hasn't shown up yet. What's coming? It's kind of where it's titled. I want to see if we can give them future stuff. That's the whole point. If it happens, it happens. All right. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Okay. King of Wands reverse. Fuck. Telling me you dealt with a player. Probably at a distance. Clarify the five of Cups, though. I want to see what it says about the situation. It almost feels like... I hate to say it like this. I feel like they know they got the best of you kind of energy. I don't feel like you worry about that anymore. I think you're more action-oriented right now. I don't really see you warming up to people right now. I think in time you're going to... Why do you come? You kind of come off a little in your head about moving towards people, it's telling me. Or accepting offers. Look at the shit. Look at the shit. It's telling me you may not be accepting shit right now when it comes to love situations. Kind of cut the cord on that shit. Said, fuck that shit for now. Look at the next card. I'm walking the fuck away. You give me that I'm too busy for it. And I don't want to be stuck in situations that didn't show balance. Or that made you feel like, I'm going to say it, like defeated. Death card, defeated. You may not be focused on that. You come off like I want to focus on other things, and you've already organized that in your mind or in your feels. Mind or feels. That's probably what you're trusting. And I don't feel like you're stressed out. You're more or less trying to figure out or learn where you're going and what's going to change for the better. This is what I see for you so far. definitely dealt with a fucking player that was probably like had addictions or a sex addict or some shit like that. The Chariot, you've moved away from that and you don't speak to some bitch no more. That person's gone. Gone, baby, gone kind of energy. Go to the bottom. They don't come off emotionally available. They weren't coming off emotionally available, or how you may have known. I don't know why I'm going to tell you this, but some of you, how you may have identified that there was an issue was there may have always been reasons they were busy or not able to come around, or excuses, whatever the fuck that's about. Why they weren't putting work in it. I don't feel like they were telling, I feel like they were lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Here we go. Security. Why is that here? This one first. Ooh. You've had to leave a lot of situations in the past, it's telling me, whether it comes to security or put stops on situations. I'm picking up like love situations have done you wrong and family situations for Taurus. Love situations and family situations have done you wrong, and you just try to stay busy, busy, busy and achieve balance. There's the liar. Could have dealt with a lion, Leo, Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. Some of you could have been another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, by the way. You don't speak to them anymore. You don't offer anything to them. You don't come off stressed out about it. What do you want me to see about this? The Empress. You figured it wasn't worth the confusion or the fighting over or fighting for it. I feel like you recognize they weren't fighting for you. I hate to say this shit, but I feel like you recognize they weren't giving the cup to you. Probably just wanted the sex, the get what I want kind of energy. I'm done. Like, give me what I want. Give me my victory. Give me what let's have some fun. And then that's it. And then no more risk taking. The Fool's reversed. The King of Cups is reversed. Start over somewhere else because you couldn't trust a bitch. I hate to put it out like that, but that's what it shows up as. You got both Lion cards out here. I feel like you're going to start manifesting, letting go of situations that emotionally upset you. Emotionally, if it had you feeling a little upset because you wanted to go towards it with the celebration card, you stopped thinking about it, it says. And you became aware that you can just focus and work on yourself right now. That is your message, Taurus. You're like, I can't stay upset in other people's fucking energy. Fuck that bullshit. I don't have time for it right now. You give me like, I got to stay organized or become even, if you are very organized, you just want to build to the way you are organized. It's almost like you're discreetly trying to not act as if you want to stay busy so you don't have to entertain any opportunities. And a lot of you just could be like, well, you just may not feel like you're wanting to partake right now. You give me like, I don't care if I do or I don't. I left it in the cold. There was little communication. I stopped dealing with it because the person was a player and probably unhealthy, toxic. And I feel like that made you really want to see change or invite changes in. I feel like you learned a lesson with that, but I feel like you'll be slow on trust or making decisions going forward before you move forward in a relationship. I'm done. Look at the next card. Before you move forward, before you build with that. You're not going to rush towards shit like that right now. I feel like Taurus is like, nope, that ain't happening to me again kind of energy. That's what I see for Taurus. All right, let's keep rolling. I'm going to do Gemini. Hope these are hitting the mark. Hope these are making sense to y'all. Gemini. What is your message? See what we get for you. Gemini. I don't know. Let's see what it is. Some of y'all, I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. Be patient with yourself right now, Gemini. You're giving me, before I even touch the tarot, like a little bit of a headache right here. And I feel like you got to be patient with yourself because you're going to need to be a little patient with others. And it may not be people. It could be colleagues. It could be friends. It could be love acquaintances. It could be all of the above kind of energy. But I feel like it's going to be easy to want to get short with people and not give a damn. Give me that energy. I feel like a lot of you may struggle with that. Watch if it's not started, watch it start happening. Fucking watch for it. I'm not sure I have a Dorito, guys. I'm not. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's go for Gemini. Show me a message. Knight of Swords. So you're wanting to take action. You're lacking clarity though on what's gonna sync, what's gonna set. I did have another message for you that I kind of had to download before I got out here. I was driving, and I was like, "Why is it for Gemini?" And I'm like, "It's not supposed to be Gemini's fucking year, is it?" Because I was like reading about like what zodiac signs and whose year is supposed to be. I don't think Gemini was included. I could be wrong because it was probably before this year I was reading about it, or right in January. But I felt like Gemini's windfall of success is coming towards you if you go after it. If you put the work in, you're gonna get it. You're gonna reap the reward. And I was like, I can't wait to tell Gemini that. It's a good fucking message. But let's keep going. 8. No, I'm not gonna give you the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna shuffle, see what you get. Show me the message for Gemini. You have the 7 of Wands reversed. Clarify the 7 of Wands reversed. 7 of Wands. So you don't want to come off guarded, it's telling me. You want your heart to kind of be open, flowing with situations, especially things you can learn. Something tells me you're not only going to be like, you give me like inspiration energy. Like you're not only going to, thank you for the super chat. You're not only going to have to learn new shit. You're going to have to be the teacher and the learner, like the student and the teacher kind of energy. 7 of Pentacles. You may really need to sink down into that and put a lot of work towards that. Or you're going through that right now. What the fuck? You can pull this off. Look at the next fucking card. I consider that your card, the Magician upright. Holy shit. I feel like things are going to work well for you. I do get that short fuse energy. Oh, so watch out for like having a short fuse. Here we go. What else is here for Gemini? All right. The Wheel of Fortune. 2 of Pentacles reversed. The Sun. Love has not been. Love is in the shitter for you. It's in the shitter. It's your card's upright, but it's telling me love's been in the shitter, the gutter kind of energy. Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Pentacles, the Sun. It hasn't been really producing happiness the way you would like. I feel like you're wanting to see a change in that. Some of you are trying to become willing. Some of you are still in that limbo energy, wanting to do it. Others are like, I don't think I give a shit. Okay, Gemini. Here we go. I can feel like the twins are fucking with you. They're fucking with you. Uh-oh. You got 2 that hit the ground. 2 that hit the ground. What do you have? Ace of Cups and the 10 of Swords. So maybe it is about giving it another chance, giving it another whirl. Some of you are like, no, fuck that, fuck you. While others of you are like, that's exactly what I want to do. I'm definitely picking up like some Geminis are with it and want to try, and others are just like, no, I don't. Or like, I don't know if it doesn't come off like unsure. It comes off like it's not going to knock on your door or show up. That's how it shows up for me. For the ones that are like not really giving into it. Let's see. Try to jump my ashtray. The 9 of Cups. You have the Hermit reversed. And the 4 of Cups. Ooh. You might have also, some of you might have felt like you dealt with a narcissistic energy that was very obsessive. King of Cups reversed, 5 of Swords. Made you feel a little confused, it's telling me. 5 of Cups, or emotionally not worth communicating to. You may have cut off whoever you dealt with, or stopped connecting with them, or started making the messages, pulling back. You have pullback energy on somebody. Definitely could be an air, water, or fire sign that shows up. Nine of Swords reversed, and the Death card. What's next? The Eight of Cups. You're at a distance from it. You've made up your mind. The Two of Swords is reversed. Eight of Wands. It didn't fight for you. You're not fighting for it. Or it felt, I feel like problematic's the answer. Two of Wands are undecisive. Some of y'all feel like it played you, is what it says. Some of y'all make it feel like you got played by a situation. Some of y'all, I hate to say it, you may feel like you played yourself, and you know that, and that's even harder to. In time, you identified with that. King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the funny part about that is you accepted the ending. It says with the World in reverse, but the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles, it just puts you back on like your high horse of going more towards work, staying focused on work and career. Career, work, and family have been like vital for you over love situations all fucking day long. Tell me I'm wrong, because I doubt I'm wrong on that for a lot of you out there. The Star card. What is it that you're trying to manifest? Not being stressed out, not worrying about money, not feeling emotionally burdened or feeling left behind emotionally with situations, or feeling like enough is enough. Clarify those two. Show me something for Gemini. Four of Pentacles, security. Knowing that when it comes to feeling guarded or feeling on your own, you want to move out of that energy. That's your secret. That's the secret. You try not to let people see that you're trying to work through or figure out. You do that in your own silence or your own fucking head kind of energy. King of Wands, you have passion, but Four of Swords, you're still a little bit in your head about situations when it comes to having balance or trusting that balance can happen and that you can get it all. The King of Pentacles energy. You may have to take the risks and move towards the enjoying opportunities, because right now it's telling me you're not doing that, but you know it's just telling me it needs work. It needs work. She needs to work at this. Seven of Swords. If she doesn't work at this, that what's going to happen with the celebration? Nine of Pentacles. She's going to end up Ace of Wands, not figuring out emotionally that the communication or emotions, y'all feel stuck. When you're not supposed to feel stuck, you're supposed to feel these victories. Three of Swords. Why is that here? The Knight of Cups. Some of you all feel like they moved. Somebody either moved out or moved on without you, is what it's telling me. It moved out or moved on without you. All right, we're going to go to the other tarot for you. Okay, let's keep rolling. I think your shit was way too long, by the way, but I'm whoops. Like, I was like 10 cards back. Like, I got to go to the other deck. Shit. Here we go. Let's see what we get for Gemini. Show me the message for Gemini. Show me the message for Gemini. Your body's been sore. How many can you relate to body aches or pains? Just feeling like one day it's this, the next day it's that. Because when it starts to signal parts of my body to hurt and it starts moving around, it's trying to let me identify there are people out there with the sign of Gemini. Their body's been killing them. And it feels like it's in different areas, and it's what the fuck today? Why is it my shoulder? Why is it my back? Why is it my knee? Why the fuck's it my neck? Shit like that. Because I feel stiff as fuck right now. Here we go. All right. Let's go. Hey, welcome in New York City. Yo, your Knicks let me down tonight. I had to cancel that game. I lost some money. I shouldn't have bet on them. I was just like, I'll take a risk. Don't. I didn't try to. I don't think I can do that with sports. I have to really watch like the season, and I didn't watch it, so shouldn't have put the bet out there. But I was like, let's see the Knicks take the Spurs, and that just did not fucking happen. Hey, how you doing, Gemini? We're reading you. That's what we get for you. 2 more shuffles. All right. They may not be your Knicks. Maybe you're not a basketball fan, but you know what I'm saying. Here we go. Slightly. I don't really have time for sports. Here we go. Taking action. Knight of Swords. Okay. Clarify those three. I want to see what comes out. I'm not going to say nothing. Better let the card show me something. You have like a Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. You can't really let things. You give me this. Don't let shit get to you right now. Energy. Seven of Swords. Just take action. Don't stress. Don't worry about lies, deception, deceit. Anything that's going to kind of emotionally bring you down. Stay away from that right now. Focus on the Wheel of Fortune energy and the stability that you can basically continue to manifest or continue. You're going to gain that regardless. Like, I know that. I can feel that. And I can feel that driving. Here we go. Show me something. What do they need to see, Geminis? What is the message? Aiming around now or their future. You will play a lot with your finances or your security, or you might not need to really tighten up or save some money. Make sure you have money put away for situations. Plan ahead, money-wise. Something about that. Here we go. Show me something for the future for Gemini. You're gonna work either towards taking action. Some of you, it's also with. I feel like it's with not only what you can figure out, it's what makes sense to you to work with, but it's also clarify that King of Swords energy for Gemini. Show me a message here. It's what's going to bring balance in my life and what's worth communicating that's going to bring in the correct change. Your message is very simple. What am I supposed to go to? What options, what decisions am I supposed to make? I can't stay feeling stuck in situations. And I think you're aware of this, especially if emotionally you've kind of held off from the investing or you've stay out of chaos and drama and shit. I feel like you need to start manifesting that new fucking beginning. I think some of you have felt like you've been waiting forever to see change, or anytime you've went in the direction, it doesn't go as long as you would like it. It doesn't last long enough to make you happy or to keep you guys together. Page of Swords, that's why it falls off. This is why it's done in the water. And then you feel like I got to do it all over again. I got to basically start from scratch. The Chariot, when moving towards celebrations. Here we go. Well, look what just fell out. Some of you, it's about not worrying about starting over again. It's about just doing it again, getting on the horse. Because look what came falling out after it. Those celebrations. A good outcome potentially, but you've got to be aware that you want this. You've got to have truth and clarity that you want it. Why is this card out reversed though? It's telling me because instead of you haven't made you like the time comes out only certain parts of the day. It's telling me you didn't make time. You haven't made time for this shit. You moved away from it. You walked away from it versus moving towards love situations. You let it become part of the old. It hasn't satisfied or interested you, or it's done emotionally. It's been like an emotional, not a roller coaster, but not even a burden, but absence. You've allowed it to be the absence within you, and I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. That tells me that needs work. What needs work is your love life and maybe health situations. Work and health are work, health. You have work, health, and love. That's the balance I think you're supposed to be working towards. I feel like some of you are not doing all three. You might be doing one or picking two, but not picking all three. Because you feel like you've always had to do everything. And that's what it tells me. You feel like you don't get any help. Ace of Pentacles. You feel left out in the cold. Ace of Wands. It was just kind of a sex situation is how it comes out. Balance. And then it's like something feels off. And it feels like the connection emotionally to somebody else, or feeling like they would really love you the way you would love them. Are you afraid to believe that? Are you afraid to give that a chance? It's some bullshit like that. Only you can answer that question, but that's what that shows me. That's what this shows me. That you're kind of at a distance with it. That it's almost like it's easier to believe it's not going to be that fairy tale ending, or it's not going to be a set in reality that it could be. Why are you telling yourself that when my next card is the Ace of Cups? Basically, it could be overpouring with love for you kind of energy. Go to the bottom. If you put work or move towards that, that is the message I have for Gemini. I hate to say it, Gemini it's telling on you. It's telling me that the only thing fucking slowing you down is you. You completely. And it feels like that's health related and love related. Like you kind of forget about both of those intentionally, whatever the fuck that's about. Now, only take this message if it resonates. If it's not for you, it's not for you. All right, we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer signs. Yeah. Guy with memories, not dreams. Oh, I want to have some fucking dreams. I mean, I have dreams. I just don't remember them usually very often. I don't even care if they're bad dreams. Just scare the fuck out of me if you can. Do something. Let me fucking remember them. I don't. Some people are all about remembering their dreams. I don't remember my dreams for shit. Now, I'm lucky if I stay in the energy I sleep in. When I go out, I probably travel a lot. I've been told I do that. Actually, I've tried to do that, and I've been successful doing that many years ago. But I don't really remember my dreams. But a lot of people are able to do that, especially water signs. Sometimes air signs do it well, but definitely water signs I've noticed are really dream statey. Here we go. Let's go. Cancer. This is for the zodiac sign of Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? What messages? Show me something about their future. Give me a future message for Cancer. Okay. You have a strong message, and I hope it doesn't make anybody teary-eyed. I don't know if it would do that, but this is really, I'm gonna move this over a little bit so I have more table room, just a little bit. This message, 6 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, this comes off to me where emotionally, when it comes to getting security or being like emotionally happy with like foundations or situations, I would say you're back and forth a lot on that, or have been. You come out with that, and then the next card is the 6 of Wands and the Sun card, saying, kind of clarifying, things haven't made you happy, either relationship-wise or even family problems. It's relationship or family for you right now. You have, you're aware of the situation or the attachment you've had to it. You may have wanted to see forward movement or growth with situations. You might have stopped throwing in the towel, stopped stressing about it. It's telling me a story where you stopped stressing about this. Let's see what you get. Show me something for Cancer. What is the message? What do you want me to say to them? What do they need to see? 8 of Pentacles and the Chariot. You came out. Well, let's clarify this. I feel like let's clarify. You're up. 8 of Pentacles is upright. So you clarify what's going on, what I need to tell them. I like your card, by the way. It's a pretty white tiger behind you. You're about being practical or moving towards things practical that are worth putting the effort towards. Your foot's like, that's where it's telling you are. Page of Pentacles, clarify the Page of Pentacles. That makes sense, or basically that give you balance. You have the 8 of Pentacles and the Chariot. So it starts out with you. I'll show you your 8 of Pentacles, and I'll show you your card. You have this, and then it goes to the Page of Pentacles and getting balance with situations. Clarify what kind of balance or whatever needs to be shown to Cancer right now. That just tells me things have been off balance for a while for you. Page of Swords. Some of you, it's with communication or change. Just the inviting of change or opening up towards communication. Show me something. That was a very unexpected. Some of you have been trying to learn what you want to invest in, whether it's what you want to invest in or who you want to invest in. That's kind of where you've been sitting. Transition, the 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. So you're not emotionally damaged or bothered anymore, it tells me. You kind of transitioned out of that. You're just trying to figure out the direction. and you're trying to trust the fuck out of the direction. Clarify the High Priestess in reverse for Cancer. Yours is about taking the effort. Yours is about going towards the Eight of Wands. If you going towards what you know you should trust with inside of yourself. So if you've been hesitant with relationships or fixing problems that could be fixed, I feel like that's what you're supposed to start working on. You have a I got to like work on it message. There may have been third-party interference. There might have been other people that interfered in the situation or got in the way or made you a third party even. What the fuck? Ace of Cups to the Nine of Wands reverse. Clarify the Nine of Wands reversed for Cancer. No. Clarify that Nine of Wands reverse for Cancer. Okay. Knight of Cups. Celestial Weaver 5. Could have been a water or a fire sign. You may have dealt with a water or fire sign that I feel like it just, you felt like kind of played, or they didn't choose you. Or Nine of Swords, they always put you up in your head. Four of Swords. You come out of getting out of your head. Three of Cups. You don't communicate with them. You're trying to stay at peace right now. It's telling me with the Empress upright. What? Peace. Clarify the Empress upright. And whatever needs to show up. Continue. You're back and forth, though, emotionally. It tells me back and forth. Clarify the emotion. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups is upright. The Queen of Cups is reversed. Hold on. What are they back and forth emotionally for? Why? Show me. See if you can tell. Show me what's left. Let's see. Eight of Cups is upright. You have a couple that came out after it. Eight of Cups. Trust. You're at a distance or staying at a distance because of trust or believing it's going to work. Queen of Pentacles. You don't stress about it anymore. You wanted to see things take off or be successful in life. You give me like, I just wanted everything to work out right energy. Some of you got screwed over by either I want to say like an air sign. Definitely an air sign. The World card, the Hermit. Could be, some of you could be an air sign, earth sign. Definitely earth sign. Air again. And I'm picking up fire for whatever reason. Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. It just didn't work with an air, fire, or earth sign. Cancer. And you may know that. Or just be like, yeah, that's kind of who I dealt with. Could have been a Virgo for some of you. Doesn't have to be. The Hanged Man is upright. You stop. You guys don't talk. Or you like, it's very short. Or I just don't feel like you communicate with them anymore. Every time I get communication, it's cut off. For emotionally shut down too. 10 of Wands. It was too much of a headache. It's upright. 9 of Pentacles. You stopped investing in it or stopped investing in you. So you kind of released it and let it go because it was the easiest decision to go towards. Kind of build your own future. Focus on your own abilities. Not let people get the best of your heart. I feel like that's what happened. And you also didn't want to be guarded. You might have dealt with somebody that made you feel crippled or evil, or that was just evil towards you as well. That King of Wands and the Devil energy, that's not a good, healthy energy. Look at those two cards together. I don't feel good, healthy energy on that. I feel like very stubborn, very my way, very obsessive, or very, I'm going to get the best of this no matter what, no matter the cost, especially with the 10 of Swords before it. Not worried about all the knives in your back. And you don't feel guarded to that anymore. Ace of Wands is reversed. 2 of Wands. 2 of Cups. You may have been with that person maybe 5 years, couple years, maybe even longer. Maybe haven't spoken to them in a couple of years or 5 years. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. You have the understanding when it goes towards fixing it. It's not. It's like, I'm not doing that. It's not going to work. I've tried once. I've tried twice. Fuck that person kind of energy. That's how your reading comes out. Let's keep going. You did really want to be invested. You did love or have love for that situation. That fell in my lap. Might have had a soul connection with that person. The contract might have just ran its course. Contract was up when it was up. Kind of energy. They give me a very like my way or highway or towards the late like the last leg of the relationship. They were very hostile with you. I'm picking that up. Whatever, but we're gonna move on. That might have carried through after the ending for you guys, especially if kids were involved. I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Somebody needs a black eye. That's what that tells me. Here we go. Let's do this. Oh, we're not on Leo yet. Got to give Cancer the other deck, and then we'll get to Leo soon. I almost said it, though. You almost got me. All right, here we go. Cancer. Show me another message for Cancer. What do we got for you? I feel like somebody was I hate to say it, either emotionally crippled. You might have dealt with a dickhead water sign, a bitch water sign, one of the two. King of Cups reverse, the Death card upright, the Moon. That's all water. You might have dealt with somebody. I feel like somebody you worked with eventually had you upset, or was very not giving you the 411 on what was going on. There's too many people. That's too many fucking people. When you were really about going after the passion and the balance and the love, that's fucked up. I feel like they were giving to somebody else. You might have had to really think about this and then eventually take action. And the action might have been through change. You may have even wanted to communicate. I don't know if you got the communication though with this love situation. I feel like emotionally you didn't. I feel like you just dropped the burdens and let it go. Kept it at a distance is what I see for you. Wanted to strive for balance is what I see for you. Some of you, it was either a water sign, fire sign, maybe a Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Some of you, they moved on to a whole nother relationship, had a victory somewhere else on you, and you know that. You're aware of that because you know that. You would know the story more than I would. The Emperor, he probably did that, it's telling me. He instead of staying, he may have felt like he felt obligated to you, or he didn't have to stay obligated to you, and he could search out other options. Strength reversed. And he also, whether it was a water sign, I'm going to tell you, water sign, fire sign, maybe air sign, could be some earth signs. Definitely could have been like I don't feel like Virgo so much. I do feel Capricorn for you for some reason. Some of you could have been Capricorn, but it's like, could have been a Gemini. Doesn't have to be. Could have been a Leo. Doesn't have to be. But this person, if it was a water sign or a fire, they were lying. They were lying on your name or lying to you. And maybe for some of you, to you and to others. All right. Emotionally, I think you've made decisions to trust yourself, not accept love offers, kind of put a little more work, kind of walk away from it. Not even put work towards it, walk away from it, showing me. Manifest other situations and focus on different strategies of new beginnings. You put love on the sidelines, which is how it makes me feel. You ended that shit. You stopped taking risks. You didn't want to fight for situations that left you out in the cold, or that just. It's not one and done. It was like it happened more than once, and it was enough. Enough is a fucking enough kind of energy. You got tired of the patience or having patience with the shit, is what it says. So you stopped communicating. And it definitely could have been a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Capricorn. That's what I've got for you. All right. Doesn't have to be one of those zodiac signs, but that's what's making me focus on for whatever reason. Here we go. I had to pick up the cigarette. Now, guess who we're on? And look who's on the bottom deck. We're on Leo. Leo. All right. See what we get for Leo. You know what's crazy? You ended with, before we do Leo, Cancer signs. I was picking up Capricorn, but you have that on the bottom here, and it was the last card on the other deck too. Doesn't have to be. Maybe they had a Capricorn moon or rising. I don't know. Here we go. Three of Cups for you, Leo. You're not going to get shuffles with this deck. I'm just going to shuffle with my hands. See how this goes for Leo. Okay. That one hit down first. You may be in an energy where it's like you want to have fun, you want to go out. You may be lacking truth and clarity that it's going to make sense, or you're going to find the connection that makes sense to meet you halfway, though. I don't feel like you're obsessive over that energy. I do get like a wanting it energy out of that, though. Wanting something to change, to shift like that. Balance just showed up. You wanting balance with situations, but not feeling defeated by them, Leo. Show me more for Leo. Leo. What is it? 7 of Wands. Upright. And Lovers. But Lovers before Lovers. Knight of Swords. So you want to take action again towards love. You may come off, though, a little... I hate to say this, but you come off a little guarded or a little on edge with the situation, but it's not like you don't know you want to go towards it. You fucking definitely want to go towards it. You don't give me this standalone energy right now. Go to the bottom. You just give me this, I'm tired of things not showing up correctly or working out. 5 of Wands to the 6 of Wands. I'm tired of it. You got the Sun in reverse. Like, I'm fucking sick of this shit kind of energy. Like, Leo will tell you if they're fucking tired of something. They have no fucks given when it comes to shit, especially in love situations. They'll speak the fuck up. 2 of Wands. Some of you made a decision maybe to make an exit. I feel like some of you, it was like, I got to make an exit and I got to be okay with that. And I got to be ready and prepared to start over again. Show me something for Leo. The Phoenix. The King of Swords. Some of you aren't communicating or taking risks. Some of you are trying to manifest towards not letting things get to you or not worrying about communicating with anybody. Some of you guys are some of you are wanting to go towards love, and some of you are like, I don't need anybody. You have both energies on the table right now. Or the message is some of you stop connecting with a fire sign and stop communicating with a fire sign or an air sign. That's what it's telling me. 7 of Swords. Maybe it's lack of trust. You couldn't trust the committed energy, or you didn't know what they wanted to commit to, or if they were willing to work with you. Some of you, maybe it's an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo as well. Let's see where we go from here. Show me something for Leo. A lot of you are going to be in like, where do I go and why do I head there energy for a while. The World card. Show me the World card and what the meaning is for Leos. What do we got for Leo? You know, okay, so you're very open-minded about knowing you got to move or move towards something. It's like, I got to figure this out. 4 of Pentacles, what's the correct investment for me? Is it worth my while? Should I tackle the investment? Do I want to do it again? Some of you are like you've already shit or got off the pot and you're ready to go. While others of you, you're just like in your feels or cool with being, I don't even feel like you're in your feelings about it. You're cool with being silent or at a distance from it, is how I picked this up. Here we go. Something else for Leo. Any other message for Leo? The Hangman, the King of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the Magician. Leo, you're coming up in like your pride energy, like where it kind of sticks out a little bit. The Hanged One, you got you're not trying to be stuck feeling too prideful. 2 of Pentacles and the Magician, you're more about abilities, talents, or skills right now. or trying to focus on that. So you could be very work oriented right now, or knowing you need to stay focused on in that energy, whatever that's about. The Empress. Why is the Empress here for Leo upright? Why is the Empress? Why is that here? Show me. You had a hard time, it's telling me. Whatever sign you dealt with, doesn't matter. Could be any sign. I've got right now, it doesn't matter if it's a water sign, any zodiac sign at that point, but it tells me that the Empress to the Eight of Cups, you've had a hard time feeling like you could trust the celebration, or that it would work, or that going towards something would be worth the work. Look at the next card. You get the Ace of Pentacles reverse and then the Queen of Pentacles reverse. And you've also been trying not to stress about that situation or be emotionally burdened by it. Knight of Cups is you wanting to begin again. Page of Cups is you knowing you've got to start over like a kid and then build that foundation fucking big time. Four of Swords, you're not trying to be stuck in your head about it. King of Cups, at times emotionally, you've tried to make decisions where you want to go towards situations, but what happens? You stay by yourself, Leo. You stay by yourself, kind of like on your own or in solitude energy, knowing you're doing it. Two of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and the Four of Cups. You're not emotionally upset, it's telling me. The Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, you give me like you want to be able to open your heart, but the problem is the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Hierophant. It's not about what you've learned. It's about picking the right thing to work with, Leo. This is what your message is so far. We're going to go to the other tarot for you. This is what your message is so far. Making sure you pick the right investment to work with. Five of Cups, because you're not emotionally burdened. It's about the work. The work keeps showing up. It's not about your emotions. Let me show you the emotions real fast. If I can. So the Four of Cups, it's not about your emotions. It's about that work. It's about picking the right partner, not picking a dud, whether it's a male or a motherfucking female. All right. The Queen of Wands is you, and that's the direction you're trying to head in. And you're kind of trying to honor that within inside of yourself, and you know that. All right, let's go to the other tarot for you now. That's what I'm seeing for Leo so far. All right, let's keep rolling. Welcome in, everybody. Remember to hit that like button. I appreciate you all making it this late. If you catch the replay and watch the video, I appreciate that too. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you can withstand my Leo fiery ass. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Leo. Something that Leo needs to see for now going forward. What do we got? Oh my God. You're going to capitalize on either trying to focus on tasks, business, and yourself. I feel like for a while, Leo. I feel like you're going to be in that energy for a little, probably throughout the summer months, maybe into the fall. I wonder what else will show up for you. That's enough for you. We'll just give you a couple. You keep showing up today. I've seen the Strength card a lot for you. Here we go. Ooh, I love when they flip over my left hand. You're not letting things that get to you emotionally because I feel like you've done enough sacrificing emotionally. What it's coming towards me like is you need to focus more on security, and that's your blanket, some shit like that. It's like leaking out of your pores like sweat does, kind of energy. The Emperor, not a love situation or worrying about balance with a man or a woman right now. Why is the Wheel here though? Strength card, here you are. Not getting upset about things that didn't work out. Why is it coming out like that? Because you got tired of like false offers or not being able to trust them. You got sick of that bullshit. Leo got sick of that bullshit, feeling like something was gonna work, just to fucking feel like, why the fuck do I go into it for it to fall apart and for me to have to begin again? May have been easier to say nope, and now I'm just gonna sit back and be emotionally supportive of myself and manifest what I can manifest. And you know who's gonna do that? Guess who's gonna do that? You're gonna do that. The Queen of Wands energy. You're not gonna let things. I'm done. You're not gonna let things emotionally destruct you. You will not do that. Some of you may have felt like you dealt with somebody who is emotionally fucked up or doing that. And I feel like you're kind of like, I'm over it, or I'm going to create a distance with that shit, or it will become part of my past. I will walk away from it. I won't move towards it if it continues. I need to trust myself. I've made up my fucking mind type energy. I was willing to transition into shit because, bitch, I'm the fucking sun. I'm the best card in the fucking deck. You hear me? Kind of energy without you being that prideful fucking Leo, female, or masculine. It's just like you're like, nope, I'll just cut through that bullshit. You're in that move energy, especially if you feel like when you wanted to go towards love or celebrations, it got cut short or something got in the way. Something got in the way kind of energy. You became aware. You became emotionally probably at a distance over letting it get to you. You might have communicated. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Three of Hearts. There may have been third party involvement in the investment you were entangled in or dealing with. You're not trying to be upset over it, though. You're not trying to be upset over it, is what it's telling me. Hold up. You're in like I've accepted energy, kind of is how Leo's showing out. You're like, fuck it. And some of you, this is a while ago. I don't feel like this is like yesterday's news. I feel like that was a while ago. You don't talk to them anymore. They don't talk to you. You're more about inviting in change. Anything else for Leo? So we can finish this. Let's see what you get. You're not stuck in your head about situations. You may feel like situations didn't fight for you, though, or didn't give you the benefit of the doubt. You're not willing to stress on that situation. What are you trusting? You're trusting not to be stressed out, but you may be needing not to just focus on not stressing out. You may need to want to focus or brush up on health or getting fit or doing something good for you. Whatever it is, whether it's health, whether you like to go out, whether it's music, something, anything, whatever it is that you don't do that you used to do that you like to do, you may need to go back to that, Leo. Lovers is reversed. King of Wands, Knight of Swords. You may have also felt like a love situation that you were very passionate about wasn't going in the direction of trust or building correctly. And that, like, you didn't feel like you could trust it or it wasn't rushing towards you or building correctly. And that's why the situation got cut the fuck off. They may have made you try to feel like you were guarded when it was really they weren't taking the risk. I feel like they just thought about a situation but never moved towards a situation or worked it out with you, created the balance. It's probably why it came to an ending versus putting work towards it. That's what I have for Leo. Wow. What? Look at that. Denied. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did they change their phone number? Why won't they answer me? I'm sorry. Oh, poor bastards over there. Look. Ah. You deserve it, bitch. Back of the line. No. That's horrible. All right, Virgo. Let's read Virgo's energy. I'm going to hell. Here we go. Virgo. I don't mean to laugh, but it is late. Trying to creep in your DMs. Motherfucker, it's 12 o'clock. You better call them up. No, don't call them up. But like, let a friend tell them. Let them phone a friend. And let that friend tell them, bitch, she was sleeping. What's wrong with you? Did you go to bed at a decent hour? No. Just leave the bastard alone. Or the bitch. Whatever the fuck. We're done with that conversation. But let's go to Virgo. All right. 6 months. A lot can happen in 6 months. Here we go. All right. What do we got for Virgo? What do you want me to say to Virgo? What messages are here for them? Virgo signs. That almost felt like okay, that feels good. I feel like some of you are going to be on the move or start moving a lot more, or you're going to need to start doing that. Some of you are going to start needing to do that. Push yourself, trust to start moving. Some of you also, why do I feel the need to tell you? Don't let things upset you. Let them come off, like roll off your heart. You give me like, let them roll off your heart. 4 of Swords, don't let them mentally tackle you or keep you upset. 5 of Wands, don't struggle with situations anymore. Don't release the stress kind of energy. Take your time doing this. Somebody needs to hear, take your time doing this. Somebody could have pulled something in their stomach, or have stomach indigestion or pains in their, I don't know if it's like your pancreas, or if it's fucking your intestine, because I just got a lot of pain in my gut. It may not be for all y'all, but somebody may have stomach issues. Here we go. What the fuck was that? All right, the 8 of Wands reversed. Oh, you let go. You were dealing with a player. This is going to be very specific, and then it's not going to hit all y'all. Some of y'all were communicating. Nine of Swords. Some of y'all were communicating with somebody who was wanting to believe they were going to come towards you. I don't think that's what happened. I think you recognized when it came to the decision times of Virgo, they didn't move towards you. I think you figured something out. That's not for all of y'all, but some of y'all may have went through that. Here we go. Somebody wasn't giving you the full information until they did, kind of energy. That's what the fuck that's saying. Here we go. Okay. Let's see what we get for Virgo. Show me a message for Virgo. All right. Okay, I'm starting on. I always start from the one that hits the table first. 6 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the Star. They may not have picked you, or they may not have been done with somebody, is what this is. I don't think that was supposed to stop you. I feel like you got to focus on business and your abilities, talents, and skills. I feel like that's more practical than worrying about communication from a situation that you learned about. I feel like Ace of Wands, I feel like when you're supposed to have fun in the sun and you're supposed to feel that happen, you won't have to feel guarded or feel like you're being played with. Because I feel like I feel like you might have dealt with a fucking player, to be honest. Somebody that was acting like they were coming towards you, but they weren't finished with something else. Balance was needed. I feel like you were ready to go towards them more than they were ready to go towards you. I honestly feel like that's the energy I feel here at the table. Let's go. The Moon, balance again. King of Pentacles reversed. The World. They may have told you they were working a lot, or you didn't talk to them a lot because they were working a lot. Something about that you communicated a lot to them at night. I'm picking up whatever the fuck. Here we go. Death card. The Lovers reversed. They were breadcrumbing you in love. That's what it's telling me. They were giving you breadcrumbs towards love situations. Very little bit, very back and forth. You know what I mean? I don't know where this is coming from, but they might have asked for some nudies. They may have asked for some nudies. That's fucking strange. I don't usually pick that up with those. Or somebody did. Whatever. 2 of Pentacles reversed, and the 9 of Cups. The 10 of Swords is reversed, and the Page of Swords. You were gonna you wanted to invest in them. But you couldn't. 8 of Cups, because they disappeared. They went into the fog. They went into the gray kind of area. Queen of Cups. Emotionally, I feel like you were kind of knew it. The Phoenix in the 4 of Wands, you knew, like, damn, this is going to be too good to be true. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you knew it. I think you still gave into it. I'm picking up. You still gave it time for a little while. Still put work into that shit. Yes, you fucking did. You were wanting that victory. 3 of Swords. They weren't fit. They came at you with unfinished business. This is very specific. If you're married and you're happily in a relationship, this ain't your shit. If you're dealing with somebody and they've been single for 5 years, this ain't your shit. All right. But no, this is somebody who came towards you or you went towards, and they were not done with something else. They weren't finished. Some of you, it's multiple males. This happened to you with multiple guys. Whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. Here we go. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace. It didn't work. There was no love to give because they were giving love to her, not to you. They hadn't released something. Emotionally, 7 of Pentacles. They were still crashed on the old. Out with the old, in with the new. They were trying to pull that shit, but they weren't done. Knight of Pentacles. The Tower. I feel like you got to work for changes that are going to help your security or make you feel stabilized, rooted. I feel like some of you don't have that problem, while others of you are struggling in that area right now, is what I'm picking up. All right. So 2 of Wands, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, 5 of Swords. They confused the shit out of you about if they really wanted you until you felt like well, you might have only had sex with him like once or twice, whatever the fuck that's trying to tell me. The Wheel of Fortune, I feel like things moved. I feel like you didn't want to feel stuck. You wanted to put work in, but it was better to stay silent, or they stayed silent on you. Became too much, felt too much of like a burden or problematic to trust it, to take the risk again, or to invest in it. This is like they came around when it was good for them, not so much when it was good for you. That's when they would pop up in your phone. That's what I'm seeing for you so far. Here we go. We're going to go to the other cards for Virgo. See what we get for Virgo. Welcome in, everybody. Remember to hit that like button, and thank you for being here. I don't have any mods in here. I may have to mod somebody. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Anybody mod for anybody else? Anybody in here that maybe I might mod? I don't know. We'll see. I like that name, Spile Scratches. That's different. And it's a cool icon. It sticks out. It looks like a fucking donut that is deadly, like a deadly jellyfish. Like there's a jellyfish, if you pick up, like it's got like a blue ring. Like it'll kill you in seconds. It looks kind of like that. Like it changes color. I saw a video where a girl picked that jellyfish up, or a kid did, and it was like they have no idea how lucky they were from dying if that thing turned blue, because it's like one of the most poisonous things to humans. We got some fucked up shit in the world. Here we go. Let's go. I don't know Get Feather, but you know what? I'll make you a mod. Let's see. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Right there. There you go. Oh, somebody wrote that she's a good mod. Thank you for sticking, putting your, saying something nice about that person. That's cool. Let's do this. When I woke up in 2019, he no longer had a chance. Amen. Because you probably coughed all over his ass and said, bitch, now you got COVID. Get out. No, I'm just playing. I hope you're laughing. Like I'm trying to be make a little comedy of the situation. He's like, what the fuck's she coughing on me? Nobody even knows COVID's a thing. Here we go. Let's do this. All right. Where are we at? Are we still on Virgo? I think we are. We're on Virgo. I didn't finish with Virgo. What are the messages for Virgo? What do you want me to say to Virgo? Give me something totally different, or a future message. What do we have? All right. So if things didn't work out and you had to stop communicating, some of you could have been with an Earth, definitely Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. There's definitely going to be that. I feel like you've moved out of that energy. You're not emotionally upset about it anymore. You may not have gotten a lot of truth and clarity about the situation, but I don't feel like it stops you from finding happiness or letting happiness become your strength and your stability. I feel like your stability is you being patient with situations and people and not getting upset emotionally, worried about stuff like that. Some of you are trying not to stress about money or health right now as well. I don't feel like you stress over a man anymore. That would be a no. Some of you knew you couldn't trust the situation, the person. Some of you would be willing to take risks if it felt like it was going to bring balance and it wasn't going to make you overthink. This is what it tells me. You would take risks or go towards another situation if it brought in balance or wasn't making you overthink. Virgo, what do we got? Left to right. Change in love could be on the horizon for you as well. I don't know where that's going to go, but we're going to see what you get. Clarify what you can tell me to Virgo right now. Show me the message. Clarify the Tower and the Ace of Cups. You might have walked away from situations that didn't manifest or that were too stressful. Yeah, you did. You did. If it wasn't giving enough to you and you wanted it that badly, you were okay with saying, I got to put a wave with it. And when I'm ready, I'll go back towards my options. You didn't want to stay stuck. I feel like some of you did feel kind of in the cold, but it's fleeting you, or it's behind you now. You do focus on getting into a celebration, but you have a hard time seeing the vision or the belief that it's going to happen. A lot of it's because it could have been more like sexually active than conversational, or there's no conversation here. It seems like it was like a fly by day thing, or like it wasn't there for, it wasn't showing you like where's the conversations? Kind of like, I don't know how else to tell you that. Some of you wondered if you were the only one he or she was dealing with. Whatever. I don't think you stayed in your head over that though. But you recognize it wasn't fighting for you or giving you the attention you deserved. Something like that. A lot of you are going to focus on work and manifesting more work and security in your life right now over getting emotionally upset or thrown off balance. You've already been there, so you're not trying to let that rock you right now. You're like, nope, fuck that for right now. If an offer came towards you, you may think about if you should trust going towards the investment or if you should stay away. Some of you are wanting that new beginning to come towards you, while others of you are not really worried about it. It's back and forth. So some of you say no to the communication or moving towards it, while others of you would do this. Others of you aren't upset about an ending of a situation. You could have somebody come back to emotionally, start off small. I feel like if they did, they would just be trying to work their way back in to see if you would take the bait. That's baiting energy. The magician, take the offer. The magician, they want to see if they have the ability to squeeze you again. When it comes to awareness and transition, I think you've moved on. I think in time, if not now, you will have moved on or recognize, I don't want to do this again. We ended that. We're not playing these games. This wasn't love. This was sex. I don't want this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're more about being practical, balancing, and putting work in situations that make clear and precise decisions and cutting out the ones that don't work or that don't motivate you or move towards you or make you feel at a distance or uncomforted. It feels very uncomforted on like an intellectual and emotional level. It should always be both, not one. You see what I'm saying? It should always be both. You shouldn't be putting in all the work. That is what I have for Virgo. I actually really liked your reading. Towards the end of that shit, I really started to like your reading. Not gonna, I can't front. I like that shit. It's like, no, fuck that. If that's what they did or that's how they were, you can find somebody better, right? You know what I'm saying? And there's no race. Somebody needs to hear. There's no reason to race, especially because there's other things that are more important right now. That, you know what I'm saying? Some of you all need to hear, if you are in a relationship and it's been a little bit off or weird, it'll get better. If you are in a relationship, that's what Virgo gets. We're going to move on to Libra. Okay, here we go. Thank you guys for being here and smacking that like button. Ooh, my nose got itchy. Maybe you're going to get lucky. I played the Powerball tonight and bought 3 scratch tickets. Libra, you better give me some luck. This old ass lady wearing a fucking COVID mask. I'm buying the tickets and she's like, behind me. And I'm like, I got my headphones in, but nothing's playing. And I'm like, what did you say? And she didn't say anything at first. And then I started talking to the clerk and she's like, you're not going to win. And I'm like, this old ass lady. And I'm like, the ball's on her. But at the same time, I'm like, she's fucking probably right. And I look back at her. I'm like, I got horrible luck with this shit. I don't even know why I do it. And then the clerk's like, well, it's $5. What the fuck can you buy with $5 today? He was like, and you could win $1 million. You know, you could be telling him he's going to lose and he could win $1 million. And I'm just like, all right, I just want to get in and out of here, get home and change my tapestry and go to work. All right. Enough said. On to Libra. The more I do that, the more of a bitch this is going to be timestamp from like after the video, but it is. I do it. So I hope you don't mind. Thank you for becoming a Mard Star Lover 22. Appreciate that. Should have looked and seen if anybody else wanted to be a mod because I may come out late. So I may need some late night mods. We'll see. Cranky old bag. You got some good comments, Queen Tiki. I read a couple of them. On point with Cancer. Thank you. Here we go. Drinking Red Bull and tarot readings is killing me. Thank you. Is it Ocula? Ocula. better than me drinking your Kool-Aid. I'm just like, it's my Kool-Aid, bitch. So goofy. Here we go. Libra. What do we got for Libra? I wonder what you'll get. Shuffled a lot for you. Let's see what your messages are. Show me something for Libra. What is the messages that need to show up for them right now? You getting it? All right. So if things didn't feel like they were working out, let's see where this goes. Page of Pentacles is reversed. Things didn't feel like they were working out, or you felt like things weren't working out because they were unhealthy or toxic. You had some kind of toxic shit happening, and I feel like you're aware of this. I feel like that has happened. There is no, it's happening now, it's happening tomorrow. That's already happened. Show me something for Libra. Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you're recognizing a situation that it almost feels like it was too good to be true, or it got the best of you, or you got, it got the best of you is how I feel that on that. The Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles, but now it's going to make you start, your wheels are spinning. You're going to go from that Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, and you're going to be very work-oriented or focus on the things that basically you like to put your time and energy towards. That's how Libra will respond to that bullshit. Here we go. I think you've already started that energy too. I can feel you have. Here we go. The Six of Pentacles. You're about fighting for balance, and you're not going to give up with the work. You're just going to keep going. You have a lot of upright cards. You're going to keep going in that direction. Ace of Pentacles until you achieve it all. If you're struggling to trust that, I think you should continue to trust that. The Hermit reversed. I feel like your message is trust that. Trust that inside of yourself. Some of you, communication. You may be getting communication from a fire sign, air sign, or learned a lesson from one of the two, or stop taking risks with somebody like that. Let something end. The Death card, something stopped. The Queen of Pentacles, an investment stopped. Or you feel like they stopped investing in you. Definitely gonna be air or fire sign. Just saying. That's what I see. Knight of Wands. You might have felt like somebody played with you or played with your patience. Seven of Pentacles. Kind of left you out of a situation. The Star card. Clarify this for you. Clarify that for... Show me clarification for Libra. Five of Wands. You may have felt alone in a situation, or something felt like it ended. You couldn't trust it. So it puts you back to like a work-oriented mindset. 10 of Pentacles. Not focusing on the things that hurt you, but focusing on what you can work on for yourself. Some of you got mad about this for a while, and you did either sex. I can see that, but you let it go. Some of you are still working through letting it go. Some of you are. It's been months, so it's gone. Or even like 6 months or closer to a year. I feel like the ladies, I feel like the guys are a little closer towards still a little resentment or angry. I don't know. I'm picking that bitterness up. The 10 of Swords. The 9 of Wands. Somebody feels a little damaged over it, or the direction. 5 of Cups. The World. You're emotionally releasing it. You're trying to move away from situations that made you feel guarded or didn't feel like it was protecting. It wasn't protecting or showing up for you. It wasn't making you. That's why I feel like hostile energy in your energy. Either one of you. Like you got a little pissy about it, whether it was with them or with other people. Or it was easy not to let. It was easy just to be okay 1 minute and pissed off the next is how I'm picking this up. And it's with a love situation, something you cared about. Go to the bottom again. Page of Cups. Emotionally, you're coming out of that slowly. You know that now. The moon is here. Ace of Swords. You didn't get the full truth and clarity. Knight of Cups. Emotionally, you felt either manipulated or lied to in a situation. The 4 of Swords. You're not trying to think about it. It's in reverse. The 6 of Cups. The Page of Swords. You're trying to clear your mind of emotional baggage, of shit that happened. And you're trying to make that decision. 2 of Cups. You want to fall back in love again when somebody's showing up. You want to see that. You want to start working towards that again is what's coming out for you. Some of you, strong indicator is there's a wish and a hope for somebody out there that it's either with a water or an air sign. I'll leave her out there, a water or an air sign, whatever. 6 of Wands. You might have had a falling out with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Cups. The 10 of Wands. It was too much chaos, too much burden. You kind of went in your own way. It's telling me with that Phoenix. The 3 of, yes, you did. 3 of Wands is the next card. You kind of moved out of that energy with the fire sign. You kind of stayed out of that. You have the Emperor in, is that the Empress in reverse. Didn't want to stress it. wanted to stay balanced. Emotionally, what's going on with you? What's the message? You're not stuck anymore. You're not stuck. You're not stuck or hung up on a celebration that I feel like you were hoping to get happiness out of. I feel like you've let it, removed your emotions or the hurt of it. I feel like some of you are still working through the hurt while others of you have moved. Some of you are still working through that hurt while others of you have your heart. Look at the next card. Have your fucking heart back. Wow. 9 of Swords, because you know who you are, Libra. You're not going to let a woman or a man fucking hold you down for too long. Emotionally, even if you're quiet about it, you know your talents, abilities, skills. You know who you are, kind of energy. Go to the bottom. The 4 of Pentacles, and you're going to fight for your stability. It's almost like somebody may have tried to get the best of a situation out of a situation with you, but really, you held a lot of composure or structure. And I don't feel like you spoke on everything. Some things you may have, but not everything. Some shit like that is what I see for Libra. What the fuckity fucker? But maybe this is like for like 3 of y'all. I'm not even going to try to figure this shit out for you, but it just seems like it's almost like you were that lizard on the branch. And if there were conversations that were had or there were situations that happened, you saw it all, you understood it all, but you didn't say nothing. You just kind of let your tongue come out, put it back in your mouth, and they didn't even see you there because you were like blended into the fucking branch. At times, though, I did pick up you might have been a little testy at times, or easy, like quick worded, or angry. There were parts of anger I was picking up, or you maybe dealt with somebody like that. For some of y'all, could have been the other person. And I don't really feel it as much as it could have been your energy, but maybe it was. Maybe it was the other person. Let's see what we get for you, Libra. Here we go. I gotta open this Red Bull. That one's gone. Let me open this one. All right. Fucking 12:30 at night here. Still on Libra. Thank you for being here. Or checking out the video later tonight or tomorrow. Libra. What do we have for Libras? Show me a message for them. I wonder if you'll get that card. We'll see. Ace of Pentacles reversed. See what you get. Show me a message for Libra. What do you want me to show them? Right now. Bring it on the table. What? I'll give it to you. I wanted to slide out. So, some of you are very certain old offers are done with. I don't know who needs to fucking hear it, but some of you, this tells me no old offers. You want to work with something new. If it's already been something that felt separated, broken, you've become apart from, you're staying apart from it. I'm telling you right now, you stay apart from that shit. You do not play with that shit. If it had you up in your head at points or times or feeling confused, you're not confused anymore. You're ready to put more work into situations as long as they're not emotionally burdening you or making you want to get away from them. If they make you feel like you got to go, you will go. You will move quickly because you're not about that toxic shit right now. You're like, nope, I can't do that. I will cut that shit down. Libra's like, I will cut it out. I won't entertain it. I'm focusing on what's going to make me shine, what's going to make me happy, better days ahead. I think you need to stay there. Stay on the up and up with this because I feel like that's even if it takes a little longer than you have patience for, try to keep going for that. Whoever needs to hear that. Because it might just bring something in. It might just bring in something. Why is that reversed, though? Clarify that. Clarify why that came up reversed after it. I see what you're saying, but all right. When the going gets tough, get tougher. I feel like your message is just because you had some bullshit happen with a stability with a love. It's a love situation. You had to release it, or it released you. It might have released you, might have made you a little bitter or upset. Whatever the fuck happened, it's your business. The Lovers reversed. I already said this. Be patient. Be aware that you need to have patience, because I feel like you're going to transition into somebody else, like another person, like another love situation, to be real with you. Thank you for the super chat. You're going to work in that direction, or put a lot of work and effort into it. Your mind's already made up. It's telling me, holy shit, you got blindfolded trying to make up the mind, and then it's been running through your fucking mind. You want a new partner. It's telling me you want somebody. You're just trying to figure out who they are or where they are. You're ready for that. You are fucking ready for that. The next card went way over here on the floor. The King of Wands reversed. If they come at you like a player, you'll move on to the next option that really comes at you emotionally fitting, but like that, like love, true happiness. Because Libra's tired of being stressed out, or things not working out, or feeling left behind, or being treated like a motherfucking option. Libra ain't having that. You're going to trust yourself for a while, and that'll be the actions you pursue. And I feel like your mind's in the right gears right now. I feel like if something had you feeling stuck, you worked your way out of this shit. You stopped holding on to what once was, or being upset about it, or even giving energy or time towards it. You said no. You definitely, this is your card. You said no. You let go of something that didn't work, that wasn't giving you the balance. I feel like you discovered it. I don't feel like you enjoyed seeing this. Look at the card here. You're sitting there trying to be humble and shit. I feel like you knew you had to let something go. I don't think it was that easy, but I feel like you recognize I got to fight for my own balance. I can't fight for situations that are emotionally immature or that fucking lie to me. I'll walk out, or I'll walk away from them. It's not worth the stress. I value myself more than that. It's the energy you show me. So I ain't going towards that, but I will go towards it. I won't invest in a situation that stresses me out, or that isn't going to work. But I do want a new beginning. That is what I see from Libra. I hope this made sense. All right, well, let's keep rolling. My mouth got a little dry reading your reading. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh my God, my phone's gonna die. 1%. I was like, why is it so dark? That's why, dickhead. Here we go. All right, I'll talk these once, and then I'm going to start with the other ones for Scorpio. What are the messages for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Try to go towards their future if you can. Show me something. What do we got for Scorpios? Thank you all for the lovely messages and your time and energy. Really appreciate that. Here we go. Definitely giving it to you. The world. Travel. Could be traveling or just ready to move. Some of you, it's about traveling or moving. Also, Ace of Cups. Focusing on traveling and having a strong connection to yourself emotionally, or a place. What is this? It could be a person for some of you as well. Hold on. I feel like it's more of you being on the go or moving. Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are either wanting to save money or be more abundant. Knight of Pentacles, clarify that. That you know that needs balance. So you may be moving or restructuring or figuring out how to save more money, but also wanting to move towards, some of you, it's a message as simple as moving towards love situations, inviting it to come towards you, or you inviting yourself to go towards it. Here we go. Scorpio. The Celestial Weaver. You are very, very connected at this time. You come off as the connected one. You give me the energy. I hear like no experience is enough. And that feels like spiritually. Maybe a little bit 1 foot in, 1 foot out on if you want to learn more that way, or be a little bit. It's like you're trying to, I feel like you calm down, Dr. Phil. Like, yeah, you come off very in that energy. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's like you're enticed, you're intrigued by it or some shit. Here we go. 5 of Pentacles, the Phoenix, really, and the King of Swords. May have had problems with what the fuck with an ex or a situation with an ex past 3 to 6 months ago, whatever the fuck that's about. I don't know. That may not be for everybody. Bad communication or lack of. Some of you, it's 2 exes. You have 2 men over here. It's one ex and then another ex. 4 of Wands. Home insecurity has been on your focus. Love may have kind of decreased. Your libido decreased, or the time and effort put towards it has decreased. Some bullshit like that as well. I don't usually talk like that, but 2 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. You're more about like high drive on success and curiosity and connecting the dots. It's almost like you want to know all the answers. I also feel like you've learned a lot, or you're learning a lot. I get like a learning, not stopping energy. I feel like you're becoming more open-minded. Show me more. The Tower, change, emotional. You're putting a lot of emotional change and investment in yourself right now. Page of Swords. You cut down people that stressed you out. 3 of Wands. You may be moving towards things that if they didn't make sense or they were emotionally immature. 9 of Cups. You don't even give it time. You focus on the things that make you happy. So you have like a very uplifted spirit right now. More like wanting to smile and laugh than anything over the bullshit you've seen. You're not putting up with that. 5 of Swords. You're like, nope, I won't even look in that fucking direction. That's behind me kind of energy. What are you trying to manifest towards? Let's clarify that. What is their manifestations? What needs to show up for Scorpio? Show me what needs to show up for them. Balance. What's going to work for you? You might be trying to figure out what's going to work out for you. 6 of Cups, though. I don't feel like you're trying to focus on anything that's upset you either. With the 6 of Cups and the Wheel reversed, you don't give it attention. King of Pentacles, it's in reverse. You cut it down. You ignore it. That's ignore energy. The 6 you don't work with shit. If it was a problem, it's behind you. You don't focus on it. You're like one speed. If it was toxic, you're like, fuck that shit. Stay away. I don't have time for it. It's not going to rent space in my head. What's going on? Emotionally, you're learning to trust. I feel like you're also figuring things out, that it's not worth being stressed out about situations, whether it's in love or money. It's about learning how to know more or do more, whether it's for you or for others. You have a very powerful energy, and you're not afraid to shut people down and stop connecting with them at all. Fuck no, you're not. Queen of Swords reversed, Page of Wands reversed. You don't give a damn. Scorpio don't give a fuck. 8 of Cups, they'll drop you like a fly or a bat out of hell. They don't give a shit. They're not letting nobody put them in 10 of Wands energy or the Hangman energy or that 10 of Swords energy. They're not willing to give a new beginning to somebody that doesn't deserve it. And Scorpio, you're aware of this. 8 of Wands, you're in more of a moving direction and moving and learning energy. You have a strong moving and learning energy around you. You may be getting help too. I feel like you're getting help, or you're wanting to learn more about like ancestral shit or like spiritual shit, or just watching a lot of different styles of that shit, kind of shit like that. Here we go. What else do we have? I don't know why I want to say this, but some of you, this is like my psyche kicking in, and this may not pertain to everybody out there that's a Scorpio, but to the right ones. Some of you should get, and I only encourage it if you are open spiritually and you want to give it a shot. Maybe you should get a rune reading. I pick up rune reading would be like something you would be impressed by. Whoever needs to know that, like, get a rune reading. Obviously, I would definitely, I would tell you, use your best discretion and make sure the person's like legit. Search around or look into it. Not all of you have to trust that guidance, but for some of you, a rune reading may be like telling, something like that. Here we go. Show me something for Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio? Give me a message for them. Why is it the first card? Okay, that one first. Okay, you're gonna go after whatever you're not gonna stop. You have I'm not stopping energy. Nothing will stop me. Whatever you want to basically take on that's supposed to be lucrative or successful for you, you're not going to give up on it, and you're probably going to get it. Oh my God, you're going to get it. Holy fuck ball. You're going to get it. You got to keep playing with knowing. You got to know you're going to get it. Keep playing with knowing you'll get the victory, because it's telling me, I could tell before that came out, you were going to get it. You're going to get it. If you put the work towards it, you're going to be happy. It's something about being happy at it, happy about it. Some of you have been waiting for it to take off or to figure out what makes sense. If you have a plan, or you're about to come up with a plan, walk through. Basically, you may have to walk through that door and make that plan become something for you. I don't feel like you're supposed to hesitate on it. I feel like you're just supposed to do it. I don't feel like you're supposed to look at it and hesitate. I feel like you're just supposed to get it done. Anything else for Scorpio? Keep trying to jump in the ashtray. Some of you might have felt like things were getting tight or harder for you financially for a while. They were saying, whether it was that or you were getting sick of stress or dealing with the stress outside, the stresses that basically could be friendships or family stress, some shit like that. You were getting tired of it, or having to deal with that while trying to focus on your own security. That may be for some of you, not all of you. But if that is for you, it looks like you're going to turn that shit around. Here we go. Anything else for Scorpio? Some of you, it's telling me you had to be patient before you saw a celebration get better with a person, or you've been patiently waiting for a long time to have something unfold in your life. Balance. Yeah, some of you, you're still maybe single or not committed into anything. Some of you, it's a lack of trusting or stressing about believing to go towards it versus putting out the work you do for yourself. Some of you have stayed emotionally towards. You almost say stay away from it. It tells me work on your own investments and ideas and what you can achieve versus going towards love, because I don't have a lot of love here. Clarify the lovers. I feel like some of you, the messages, maybe it's time to start thinking about going towards that new beginning again, or not forgetting that you have that opportunity. That's what I have for Scorpio. Wow. Hey, Alban, welcome in. I got 2 mods in here now. Awesome. It's good to see you. All right. I'm going to move on to Sagittarius. Here we go. Somebody wrote finally. Sagittarius. My phone died, so it's just the computer, you and me on the computer screen. Let me put this over here. What do we have for Sagittarius? What's the message for Sagittarius? Here we go. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, Justice, and the Queen of Wands. That just makes me feel like you have an energy where you're not going to stress where things are or where they go. I feel like you've been riding that wave for a while, by the way. I feel like you've been like that. If you were Cookie Monster, that's your cookie kind of energy, to be honest. Let's see where this goes. Show me something for Sagittarius. You're waiting for change, or you've been waiting to go towards change. Emotionally, 2 of Wands, you may be aware of that. It's telling me that emotionally you haven't really made committed energy or what towards it. 2 of Pentacles, it needs work. The 2 of Wands reversed to the 2 of Pentacles upright, that tells me it needs work because there's been lack of communication. Probably communication, trust, or maybe effort. Trust or maybe effort, or going towards that direction. And look what I'm saying. It's towards love, because I can feel it's towards love. It's towards love. You got to start over. You just got to do it. All right, here we go. What do you got? You've been at a distance with trusting it, it's telling me. Or taking action. Definitely not playing with it. You've been fucking like out of the fire, not interested. You just give me this like I'm not doing it energy, or I haven't been doing it or focusing on it. I wonder where this is going to go, and I'm more curious about what the next cards are going to say for you. For some reason, you're the first ones that's happened with me. So let's see what happens with those in a minute. Queen of Swords. You may have stopped speaking or rushing towards situations that weren't working. I feel like you felt like something gave up on you, so it was easy enough for you to give up on it. Some of you were ahead of it, others of you were behind it. That's how I picked that up. Show me what's here. The Hanged Man. Why is that card here? The Ace of Pentacles. It was too much work to fix. Six of Swords is reversed. It was draining you. The Celestial Weaver made you feel tired or too stuck on it to let it go. The Ace of Wands, there was a lot of missing love or connection at this point. Ace of Wands is reversed, and you felt left out or left behind. And that could be for a woman or a man when it came to that celebration or getting the fulfillment in love. Eight of Pentacles. Things didn't feel like they were working out. They didn't feel like they were manifesting the proper way. Knight of Pentacles, you felt like you had to go on your own way and accept the loss or an ending. You also may have felt like there was somebody else or something else they were more invested in than you. King of Pentacles, I don't feel like you stayed down, but I do feel like you didn't rush towards relationships. Six of Cups with the Five of Wands. You recognize somebody wasn't emotionally fighting or showing up for you the way it started. And that was the problem. So it made you feel like I got to move away from this with the Fool card upright. I got to accept an ending. You have the Five of Swords and that Five of Wands. Go to the bottom. You felt like somebody was never going to change. Like a leopard can't change its spots. You were like, this motherfucker's never going to change. Eventually you had to kind of just, say, all right, this ain't ketchup, it's mustard, bitch, and let it go. You couldn't become off guarded or defensive. You just had to accept the transition. Death card. Ace of Swords. You may not have got all the clarity you wanted, and I hate saying that because I hate when situations happen like that because it's harder for a person or it makes them think a lot. Maybe not for every zodiac sign, but for a lot. Either they'll get too much in their emotions or their thoughts, or they'll lose sleep at night over shit like that. The Emperor upright. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Two of Cups. The King of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. So it's telling me either you let go of a water sign, fire sign, or an air sign, or they did to you, or it was hard for one of the two to believe that that person was like, I'm done. Like they didn't expect that you would be strong enough, or vice versa. You didn't expect they'd be strong enough. That's what it's trying to tell me. Anything else for Sagittarius? It was a surprise. What do we got? Why was it a surprise? The burdens were too much. That's why you moved out of the situation or let it go. Three of Wands to the 10 of Pentacles. You were done with the fucking stress. It's right there. Emotionally, I think you recognize this isn't stability. King of Wands, like, I'm not going to sit back. I'd rather just not connect. Page of Swords, I'd rather not communicate. I'd rather not feel guarded or up in my fucking head. Definitely not up in your head. Nine of Swords reversed. You became kind of aware that it wasn't working. You know what I mean? You became aware that there was deception and that you had to walk on your own. That's your own card, Nine of Wands. You recognize time to go. Time to go. Whether you told them to go or you told them I'm going. Some shit like that. Career and finance became very prominent or very crucial, very vital to your step forward, whoever that's for. All right. Let's go to the other tarot for you. Let's see what we got. Sagittarius. Let's see what we get for you. I don't want to let them all burn out. I'm going to give it to you. New beginnings may be the way to go for you. 2 for 2, bottom. Some of y'all were either hurt, it's telling me, by going to tell you the 2 signs that stick out like a sore fucking thumb. You were either hurt by an air sign or a water sign, it's saying. Doesn't have to be, but that's, might have had to make a decision with an air sign or a water sign. I'm done. Look at the fucking cards. I said air and water. The next 2 cards were air and water. It just wasn't working. Look at the next card. It wasn't fucking working. It was too fucking stressful. You couldn't trust the bitch kind of energy. Fuck that. I'm not getting stuck here. Fuck you and fuck that bullshit. I trust myself and value myself. And emotionally, you have treated the situation like shit. I'm not going to give my heart to this anymore. Ghost, bitch. I'm a ghost. Might as well have told him that. Or I'm going to ghost you. Change. I'm cutting away from this. This is done. There's no more work or sacrifice here. I'm not giving energy to it anymore. This is what I see for you so far. Do something different for you. I'm going to pick them all up, put them back, and see what you get. You stood on principle. You stood on principle and practicality. You just, it shows up like that. I don't feel like you got mad about it. I feel like it hurt more emotionally or internally. But some of you it was easy. Some of you wasn't so easy. That's how I see it. Like easy to just say, fuck it. You know what? This just isn't it. Others of you, it was not that easy to walk away. Here we go. Let it go. The sun, reverse the devil. You recognize neither party was happy. This tells me neither person was happy in a situation. It wasn't working with the investment. King of Pentacles, it wasn't worth being stressed out or stuck in your head about it. Somebody had to take action, whether it was you or them. And it was about starting again, discovering you have the power, the strength to do so. You got truth and clarity that best position for you was to move the fuck on and manifest something else. Some of you, it's about when the time is right, or you stalled on doing it after you walked away. You didn't rush into you didn't just move in with somebody else or accept anybody else's offer. I don't feel like you did that. You focused on security, it says, and balance. You didn't worry about victories or getting played with again. You were surprised that this person kind of did you the way they did it, saying you stopped giving thoughts to it. You created distance, it says. What are you working with? Not being upset, being aware that being upset wasn't worth being confused, frustrated, or mad about. Some of you were upset until you started going right back to focusing on things that didn't make you focus on it. Well, that was some of you. That's a dude that did that. Okay. It's both. It could be a woman or a guy that did not go towards emotional connections, went towards more like stability. Didn't play with this. You turned it down, or it wasn't what you were looking for. It wasn't doing anything for you. It wasn't inviting in anything that you wanted to go out. You kind of shut it off. Your emotions weren't focused there. You were trusting other ways to do things. You didn't feel stuck. You just felt like you could focus on maybe your skill sets or career, some shit like that. You were tired of shit not working, so you wanted to make shit work. And you kind of give me this, I've been waiting for this to come back around, or to make the decision to go back towards it, transition my ass back towards it, to take the risk. Because I think you're still kind of trying to figure that out or accept those offers. That's your reading, Sagittarius. Here we go. All right, we're going to move on to Capricorn in a second. Smoke the cigarette I keep letting burn out. That's good, though. I smoked like half of it because of that. All right. Sagittarius. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? I don't know. We're going to find out, though. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? They're not making my hands as black as they used to. Oh, yeah, they are. My finger's a little black. Not as bad. My left hand's worse. Damn it. Here we go. I don't know if you get that. Like the black edges, they like wear off on my skin. Here we go. I remembered, that's why I hadn't used them in a while. Remember the first time I used them, I'm like, what the fuck? When I looked at my hands after the reading. Excuse me. All right, Capricorn. Why is that the first card? I'm not saying anything. I want to see your messages. Ooh, I'm curious. Ooh, so you stopped going towards love for a while, or trusting a person in love. The person you could have stopped trusting, I'm gonna call it some bullshit. You might have stopped trusting a water sign, a Gemini, or a Virgo. You couldn't trust them. Could have been Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo. Definitely could have been maybe a Libra for some of you, or a Leo. Queen of Swords. You stop talking to them. They stop showing up for you, or you stop showing up for them. It's telling me as well. Neither one of you show me that you went towards it anymore. You kind of let it go, let it fizzle out over time. It was like, I don't feel like you got stuck here though. But I don't think you jumped forward with other opportunities. I feel like you put more work and effort in you. Not surprised. King of Pentacles. I am not surprised. You put more work, strategy, and effort in you, whether you're a woman or a man. Whatever you fell on business. You fell in love with business over a relationship. And I feel like you still sit in that energy today. What's here? That's what you work with or move towards. 10 of Swords. New beginnings, though. What is here? It's time to work with them, because it's telling me you're missing out on happiness. You're not obsessed with being focused on it, but I feel like you're supposed to, your uplifting message tonight is you're supposed to start moving towards things that you cut away from or stop giving focus to, because your card's in reverse saying no. And the sun upright is yes. Clarify what needs to show up next. Emotionally, you want to do what it says, but 9 of Pentacles, you haven't made time for it. It's in reverse. What have you learned or experienced? Give me the Hierophant answer real quick. What is that all about in reverse? That's before both of them. Some of you learned that you dealt with a lying-ass bitch. I hate to put it that way. Someone was lying to you. They were trying to move towards you or build with you, but it was a bunch of bullshit. It wasn't true growth. It wasn't true growth. I don't see that you're upset by it anymore, but I don't think it made you move towards anything emotionally for a while. I feel like you've been waiting to invite change in, is what it shows up. Knight of Pentacles, staying practical, putting a lot of work and effort in other situations, probably things that you can manifest around you versus opening your heart towards love and trusting the fuck out of what you're doing. You're not communicating or connecting to anybody that's going to throw you off balance. You've let go of that energy. The Ace of Wands is here, though, with balance. I feel like I feel like you've got to put more work and effort to an area that you've kind of silenced. 9 of Swords reversed. And that's the security of not feeling like emotionally you have to just stay on your own or by yourself, because it's telling me you're not really communicating or serious about relationships. Or that's how you feel they've treated you. It's one of the two. It's some shit like that. All right. Yours is going to be short with these, but longer with the other one. All right. I just want to see what you get with those. I hope it's different. I really do. Aim for the future. Give me something future for them. Oh, bottom of the deck. Is it the only one that didn't? You may be careful what you ask for on the bottom side and on the other side. Offers. Oh my fucking God. You could get a new beginning. But are you ready? The question is, are you ready to transition into that new beginning? You may have to fucking make that decision. Holy fuckball. You may need to fucking you better get the elbow grease out. You better get ready. I feel like there's a strong thing here. There's a connection that could really work well for you, is what I'm seeing. What's the problem? What is the problem of this message? Stability, you being at a distance from creating the balance of it or accepting the offer, kind of moving away from it or not communicating towards going towards it. I feel like you're about to change that. I think you need to hear that too. The Star card, the World card, I think it's like enough time has passed. You have truth and clarity that maybe it's time to have fun again, or meet somebody that's going to make you laugh, smile, be the better half for you kind of energy. Give it a whirl again. You got the Queen of Swords, action time. Be action oriented. Don't be up in your head about it or stressed about doing it. I feel like you're just supposed to do this. Go. You're supposed to invest in this shit, because it's telling me you haven't been. And again, you got to know you have not invested in your happiness. That's fucking crazy. And I feel like your message is, it's not that you're heartbroken, it's that you put you first, but put you first with somebody else. I feel like the message is like, go get out there again. Have your fun. Put the work and effort in that shit. You're the first message that the tarot's like trying to tell me to kick you in the ass to invite a good relationship in your life. You don't play with shit or connecting like that. You're more balanced with focusing on career or family or close friends. Outside of that, everything's at a distance. That's what it says. You know that it needs work. You know that too, and you know that you've been procrastinating or moving really slow in the love work area, or towards a man, or going towards situations that could end up upsetting you. Some of you may have got dumped by a water sign or dumped a water sign. Some of you may end up moving towards an air or fire sign. Some of you let go of that, whatever happened with a water sign. It's telling me definitely let go of that person, situation, whatever it is. That's no longer an issue. It doesn't stress you out. You may have felt like you couldn't trust that person in the love situation. You gathered more strength and honor to trusting yourself. You kind of were like, fuck, I'm done playing games or being played with. Like what the fuck? I'm not playing with this kind of energy. I'm not doing this kind of energy. You got tired of waiting for situations to show up or outcomes to happen. So you kind of walked away from them. You got that fight because it wasn't showing anything that you felt like you could open your heart to or was worth giving your heart to. The Queen of Wands is reversed. Emotionally, what's up? You're starting to trust that you're not stuck, but you're not going towards options. And I think you're identifying with that you've been guarded, and then it needs balance, and you got to start somewhere with communication. That's your message. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. I also want to, this is going to be for some of y'all. Some of y'all know he cheated on you. I don't know who that's for, but I can see that somebody knows, oh, he cheated on me. And you're like, he's trying to come back around and you're trying to give it another go. I'm not going to say where it's going to go. That's up to you to decide what you do with it. Some of you know that. I can, whatever. We're done. Okay. Aquarius. Let's do this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Divine Strength Tarot with Layla. Hello, Alban. We modded somebody new tonight. I forgot the person's name. I've only seen their name a couple times. Hey, Jonathan. I kind of want to make Jonathan blue. Jonathan, you want a mod? Could use another guy mod. You want a mod, Jonathan? Let me know. I have to do it from the computer. Aquarius. I hope these are future messages, whether they come from this deck or that deck. We'll see in a second. All right. You are going to be blue. Just give me 1 second, everybody. All right, cool. It's been a while since I've lit people up blue, but there you go. Here we go. I lit somebody else up blue tonight, too. Just because before Alban or Divine Strength Tarot got in here, I didn't have any mods. I expected that it's late. Here we go. All right. Let's go. Okay. Aquarius, first card's on the floor. Ace of Wands. Passions, desires, and commitments. I feel like this runs through your mind. Some of you, it's wanting to find love or wondering if it's worth the time and effort. A lot of you, that's something about foundations of career. Hold on. Show me more for Aquarius. It feels tangled into both. I feel career a lot out of it, though. And it's career and the Lovers reversed. Some of you are, it was hard to let you go. It was hard to stop working with you kind of energy. 3 of Cups, but you did it. Ace of Cups, I wonder why this is coming out. Some of you have the energy. This could be an older person. I'm not going to say the gender, but this could be an older person. I'm not going to say the gender on this one. Just take it if it fits you. You know, if the shoe fits, wear it. But like some of you are worried that you're not going to get another opportunity with love or another victory with love or celebration and happiness. It might not be for all of you, but some of you Aquarius is out there. That's a worry in your head. Here we go. Like it's too late, or I'm not going to find anybody like that, or whatever the fuck that is. Knight of Cups, I don't think that's correct. I think it's more about emotionally working towards the victories and remembering who the fuck you are and what you have to offer. Some of y'all might need to hear that because your card came out next, the Star card. You're one of my favorite cards in the deck, by the way. Like they say Leo's the best. I love the fucking Star card because it's about manifesting shit. Here we go. I like that card. I like this card too. And you better trust every part of it. It's another one of my favorite cards, the High Priestess. You better trust yourself in the direction you go towards, or that it can happen again. Some of you need to hear it. It will happen again if you let it happen again. If you give, I feel like you give what you get, and you need to, like, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that. Why? I don't know. I just feel like don't procrastinate and be willing. And if you are, you may just surprise yourself. Here we go. Ace of Swords. You may just get the fucking truth and clarity you deserve. I don't think I had to tell you that. I think you might have needed a little bit of a kick in the ass, but not that big of one. But I feel like if you really want it, you're going to get it. You got balance. And balance reverse is getting what you want. All right? You're not really emotionally conflicted or hurt anymore. It says Nine of Wands over an ending, which is good. Eight of Pentacles, you recognize something died because they didn't put any effort towards it. It's good for you. So you let it go. Chariot talks about you walking away. You letting it go, not being upset about the shit, understanding it for what it is. King of Wands, it could have had a player attitude. Queen of Pentacles, very determined, very belligerent kind of energy. The Empress in reverse, not stressing out, not opening their heart to you. Clarify. What did you learn here? 10 of Pentacles, that you couldn't invest in this part. You had to let it go. You had to let this shit go. You knew this shit. You fucking knew it because you're like, bitch, I am not just the fucking Star card. I can be the fucking magician. And emotionally, I'm not going to let you bring me down. Fuck your games is where you come from. You were like, I got to rush out of that energy. You know what? I need to focus on my security. You may have been worried, though, about where you're going. With some of you with security, or with a partnership. Some of you also recognize a partnership was very unhealthy. So I feel like that's why it had to be put in the rear view fucking mirror, to be honest with you. The Celestial Weaver and the Six of Swords. You're not looking back. You're ready to go forward. But emotionally, Seven of Wands, you're hesitant to it's like you're halfway there. Ace of Pentacles, you haven't jumped over the hurdle. Five of Swords, you're still alone at saying. The Moon, you know it. The King of Swords, you're not communicating yet. It's in reverse. The 10 of Wands, there's been a lot of burdens you've dealt with. Or 3 of Swords, a lot of people have hurt you or broken your heart. I don't think you went looking for that either. I think you went looking for the 6 of Pentacles energy, getting balanced, but it never really showed up or fought for you. 3 of Wands reversed is you not getting what you were looking for. The 4 of Swords, you thought about this. Page of Pentacles, you kept working and you cut somebody off. You stopped communicating with somebody. And it definitely could have been a fire or air sign. Doesn't have to be. Maybe earth, but it feels like fire, air. The Tower is reversed. The 2 of Swords, fire, air. And the 10 of Swords. It's about you letting go of something else so you can arrive somewhere else and find that new beginning. That's where you're at. And that's what you should be trusting. A lot of it's about you trusting you and not getting stuck with situations that weren't showing up for you or giving you time. 5 of Wands that were leaving you in the cold or feeling alone. Fuck that shit. You're better than that. The Sun card, they weren't making you happy, so why are they in your life? Kind of that's how it shows out for you. You became very, very aware of this with that Hermit. 9 of Swords. It's in reverse, so it makes me feel like you learned mentally I can disengage faster than you can fucking turn your head sideways. King of Cups, emotionally, we're still a little attached to 2 of Cups until you let it go. It's in reverse and stop giving into working or looking at it. That's what you did. You're very action-oriented. 5 of Cups, emotionally, You got mostly sick of this shit, it's telling me. Seven of Pentacles, and felt like when it came to investing, Page of Swords, you were going to have to start over again, but you're still on that hook of if you want to. That may not pertain to all you, but it's got to make sense to somebody out there. I don't know. I gave you every card. We're going to go to the other tarot for you. Aquarius. Holy shit. I feel like there's good shit coming to you if you want it to show up for you or if you go towards it. There were a couple signs I felt like they have Gemini had abundance. Libra felt determined to know like themselves, and you come off like you can have it if you actually go after it. Capricorn had that too, though. Capricorn had that a lot. Like Capricorn, what do you stop stalling, Capricorn? Do it. You're letting past time you by for no fucking reason. You're gonna miss the boat on a good opportunity, and you don't need to do that. But just be, use your own discernment with that shit. I don't want to hear in 6 months, you told me to do this and that person beat my ass. Well, then your judgment sucks. You know what I mean? Like, be strong in your own discernment. Here we go. And can't completely say it like that because sometimes people are that fucked up and you don't know they're going to be that bad. And that's not a good thing. All right. Aquarius. What is the message for Aquarius? I did not expect it. Okay. Why is it okay? So I got to go bottom. So there was an outcome that did have you upset. I feel like you grabbed balance from that situation. I feel like there was an outcome you didn't get or you felt you didn't deserve. You balanced. You shake it off. You shook it off. You cut free of that bullshit. You look at the next card. You said, I got to move on. Definitely move on. You said, no, bitch, you're not going to do this to me. You started to pay attention to your value, and you knew it was silence was the best outcome for you, the two of you. Maybe you were both air signs. Maybe you're both definitely could have been a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries. I don't give a fuck what they were. Sagittarius, Leo. But you definitely you cut them off. You kept them at a distance. You didn't go fighting for them because they weren't fighting for you. Look at this shit. It was like fighting. It was like this doesn't work. And you knew that. You became like, you know what? There's no balance here. Fuck this shit. You know what? I'm not going to be scorned or hurt. But when it came to options of playing with them, I don't feel like you focused on getting stuck there. I feel like you started to look at wanting other changes in your life over going towards opening your heart again. Something about opening your heart or going towards victories. Kind of stayed away from that. Like the offers or going towards the investments of even taking them on or making time, investing in them, making time, especially for them. 10 of Pentacles. I think you were more about success, career. Some of you may have had car issues, or you may have communication issues with people close to you, some shit like that. Emotionally, it's drained you. You're trying not to be stressed out about that. Some of you, the people close to you haven't been able to trust, it's telling me. You're not trying to be up in your head about it. You're trying to focus on your strong investments, and that's smarter, like the smarter angle to play. And I don't think you're telling them. I think you're doing that in silence completely. I do think you got to get ready to get up there again, get out there again. I do feel like if it's not now, it'll be soon. If it's not now, it'll be soon. Show me something for Aquarius. Yeah, it may not be right away. It may not be right away before you move towards it. You've given thought to it, but you have not built towards it. It's telling me not yet. Emotionally, you want it, but you're still putting more work and effort in you before you move forward. You're not really, it's telling me you won't take offers right now. You're more about security and being patient with that right now. Why is the Magician here? You're not in a rush to start a new beginning, but you want it, is what it's saying to me. That's what I've got for Aquarius. I hope that made a little bit of sense to some of you. We're going to move on. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you like the content. All right, we're going to go on to Pisces. Wow, this is going to be... Oh, it's only 2:28. I did all right for 2 decks. I thought it was going to be like a 3-hour tour. My ass is fucking almost falling asleep. Here we go. Thank you. I don't even know what these gifts things are. Thank you. Somebody did that the other night, and I'm like, what the fuck are these gifts? Fucking just age yourself, Leon White Own Chat. I better start brushing up on YouTube. All right, here we go. Pisces. Ooh. I like that. But why is it like that? I'll fill my lap. And I'm going to give you the one that went try to go back in. So some of you are being kind to yourself while developing better like transition into emotional balance and security. What? Ace of Wands, Three of Cups. You're not letting outside relationships get in the way or celebrations upset you. I feel like if you felt like you got played with in the past, could have been by a fire sign. That's Leo energy. It doesn't have to be. 10 of Pentacles. If it didn't work or it made you feel alone, you don't come off stuck in a love situation anymore. You come off like you're okay with letting that go and wanting more excited about finding new love. You're about finding a new lover. You come off like I'm not stuck on where I was. 10 of Swords. I want the new beginning. Some of you though, 2 of Swords, you still haven't emotionally charged or jumped towards the change. Look at the next card, 3 of Wands in reverse. You haven't. This is not in go. This is a no. This is you not moving towards it yet. You know that about yourself right now. You're kind of okay with that. You know you want balance. You know you want to see things work out. But you've got to take action when you're ready. So some of you, it's about being ready or not forgetting that the opportunities can exist. Knight of Swords, you're not rushing towards it. Page of Pentacles, you're moving slow. Knight of Pentacles, very slow. King of Pentacles, because you're not willing to give your emotions to a situation unless you feel like it's all the way in. Something like that is what I wouldn't be surprised if something like 2 of Cups or something else shows. Let's see what you get. It's what you trust because you couldn't trust him. Could have been a water sign or a fire sign, by the way. It doesn't have to be, but could have been. Or an air sign because I've got King of Swords and now Libra. Could have been a Libra. Could have been a Gemini, Aquarius, 4 of Cups, the Sun. Could have been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Scorpio, or a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. 9 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Celestial Weaver. There it is. You let go of a situation that didn't respect you. Fucking wasn't. I'm not surprised. You stopped. You said, fuck that. This ain't worth putting the work and effort in. You're not going to treat me like this, bitch. And you let it go. You said, no, this ain't my party. This ain't happening. You upset. I feel like you've seen through the bullshit. This is bullshit energy. That's a bullshit and bullshitter. They couldn't hide it any longer. So what did you stop doing? You stopped working towards them. Were they a Capricorn? Were they a Sagittarius? Were they a Leo? Because that's what the fuck they could have been. It doesn't have to be. The Chariot could have been a Cancer. Queen of Swords could have been a Gemini or a Libra or Aquarius. King of Wands, that's more Sagittarius / Leo energy. Page of Wands, Leo energy again. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It wasn't worth investing. King of Cups or stressing over or getting lied to. Somebody was filling your head with smoke is what this is about. And it definitely could have been a fucking narcissistic Leo. Queen of Wands reversed, or a narcissistic water sign. Thank you for the super chat. 5 of Pentacles. You've released this. You've learned from this, it's saying. And you no longer give any emotions to it. I like that. So you've known where you've been. And I feel like that's kind of what's made you not rush into anything quickly. I'm going to say quickly. The Magician and the Queen of Cups. You're giving your heart to situations that you know are worth investing in. And that's it. If you trust it, you'll stick with it. If you don't, you won't. And you're going to stay like that. I don't know when you're going to change your mind, but I feel like you stay there. 10 of Wands, you're done with burdens or being upset with situations that caused burdens or that gave you bullshit speech. Page of Swords, little bullshit communication and never fucking fulfilled with you. Never rushed towards you the way you were expecting. 9 of Cups. Emotionally, I think you've released this. You stop giving to it. Stop looking at it. Stop revisiting it. Stop worrying about it. The 6 of Swords is you not moving towards it. 7 of Wands. They came off. They may have treated you like you acted guarded. What the fuck? To the 2 of Wands, to the 5 of Swords. They try to blame you, act like it was you. It was them. It was them. The Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit. And they wanted you to trust their bullshit, but you were smart enough to let it go. The 6 of Wands and the Star. You're waiting for a victory to manifest is what it's telling me. Ace of Swords, and you have truth and clarity that you're waiting. Nine of Pentacles is you in the reverse with the Nine of Swords, kind of not worrying, like over anticipating, but knowing. You don't worry about it, but you know it's going to happen. You're being very methodical. That's the way I see your reading. It's like you're damned if shame on me once. Yes, shame on me twice. Whatever that fucking saying is. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of the saying on how to say it correctly. It's gonna aggravate me a little bit. Don't think about it. I want to give you more with these for some reason. I want to keep going with the black cards, but we're gonna move on to the other deck. Thank you for the super chat, Journey. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you all for being here and hitting the like button. Try to give me 200 likes before we close out. Pisces has only got a couple more minutes. I'm so happy that I got some audience tonight because it's fucking like 1 o'clock in the morning here. I think it's almost 1 in the fucking morning. Oh fuck, my phone's dead. Hold on. It's past 1 o'clock. It's 1:30 in the fucking morning. Holy shit. What the hell? What the hell? All right, let's go. Finish it out for Pisces. You get the different spread. You get the different, not spread, but the different shuffle. Why do I feel like you're going to be shopping more or buying clothes? And somebody could be shopping more, buying clothes or jewelry, some shit like that. Or somebody in your energy is going to need that soon or want you to go with them. I don't know if that's going to resonate, but I'm going to leave that there. Or this already happened recently. I don't know, whatever. Here we go. Show me something for Pisces. Page of Cups reverse. Could be shoes, whatever the fuck. That Page of Cups, the Emperor, security. Okay, so you held off on taking options or looking at them is what it states for you. Security has been your blanket, your armor. I feel like you may be surprised that this is going to be a message here, but let's find out together. Clarify that Seven of Cups. What the fuck are you trying to say? I'm done. I'm fucking, you need to see this shit. You've left it alone. You haven't trusted it. And it may be something that it's coming around. What goes around comes around. You may get a new fucking beginning and have a victory. You've been out in the cold because you didn't trust the situation. And when shit happens, karma comes around and goes around. You may end up with getting something that you didn't expect. Something very nice. Something that's worth paying attention to, next card, working with, invite to change. This may be something you weren't expecting to manifest. It may just happen for you. Let's go to the other side. It may be worth the investment. I don't know what else to tell you, Pisces. There could be a love situation. I bet you it's from now to the end of the year or into next year. I don't think it's any further away. See, I'm so curious what you're going to get. You're not heartbroken. You might have been a little hurt by an air sign or a Leo in the previous. It's about getting social again. It's about inviting your energy to become social because at the bottom of the deck, look what you can end up with. Happiness, togetherness, everything you would want to have. I don't think you're rushing towards it at this time though, but I think the cards are trying to tell you, get ready to move in that direction. Get ready to move in that direction. I feel like you'll be very cautious you'll go very slowly towards it. Like if they don't have patience for you, you'll turn down the situation or exit. That's what it tells me. You'll exit it before, like if the communication comes in and you don't feel you can trust it, you'll let it go. You'll end it. You'll stop communicating. These are the messages I have for you, especially because of where you've been. But if it comes in solid with integrity, you will communicate with it, go to the bottom, and you will have passion. You may be a little afraid to take the risk or go towards it, though. You may be a little skeptical. This is skepticism energy. All right. You're not down about it, though, and you're not at a distance with seeking balance. It's just going towards it or having truth and clarity that it'll love you and won't hurt you again because you don't want to be down in the dumps. Some of you are aware of that. Some of you aren't even worried about that anymore, but you just haven't put an effort towards it. It's just showing me when it comes to celebrations or decisions or trusting them, you just haven't worked towards them. Could have been because of the past situation that emotionally kind of felt crippling, that you might have wanted to have everything with that person or situation. I don't feel like that's supposed to stay running through your head for much longer. I think focusing on the investment over your head is the right way to go. And I think you're going to become more aware of that as long as you don't feel like it's lying to you or upsetting you, like the last thing that you had to walk away from or that walked away from you, whatever your story is. Because some of you, it's telling me something was good, wasn't the right connection for you. Queen of Pentacles reversed. It was too stressful, and it was going nowhere, and it wasn't giving you the investment you were looking for. The 10 of Pentacles, happy life, happy wife kind of energy. These are the readings I have for all zodiac signs. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. Thank you for being here. You all have a great night. Welcome in the new mods, the new subscribers, and everybody that's been subscribed for as long as you have. Thank you. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. I appreciate your energy, whether you catch this video now or tomorrow. Have a good night. I'm out. Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy. Bye. My mouth is tired. I didn't drink enough of my juice, my Red Bull over here. Might as well drink some now. Call my son, buddy. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. I'm going to get out of here. All right. Once I figure out how to do it, maybe I got to, oh, it's over here. Thanks again.